Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Professionals, the rotating show that goes between each professional's YouTube channel. Tonight, it's here on the Graham Nolan channel. And we're going to be talking about comics that have transitioned into film and TV. And they don't all make the transition properly or well. You know, sometimes it's just a great comic and it doesn't really translate well into film or TV. Sometimes it does, and it's great. What brought this on was recently on Facebook, they were posting the Submariner, one of my all-time favorite characters from Marvel, is going to be, I guess, appearing in the next Black Panther film. And they released some design illustrations from it. And this is the Submariner we want to see, right? And this is the Submariner we're getting. Okay? That ain't good. Okay. So that's what brought this whole thing on. I thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about the movies that really nailed it, the movies that didn't, and why. Sometimes it's not just about the look and the costume. Sometimes it's about how they portray the character as well. So that's what the bros and I are going to be talking about today. Before we introduce the bros, let me just say hi to some of the folks in the chat here. Leg Kick 1 is here. Wiley Draws says hail. Skull Nasher is here. Mighty Magic, Prater 7, Citizen Ronan, Maromi Baloney. Richie Dupe says hail the professionals, hail Comicsgate, hail and bananas to all. Well, thank you. Could all use some potassium. The Normie Nerd says good evening, gentlemen in chat. JP Taylor is here. Chris Mayoriana, I hope I got that right. Past Master Dan is here. Quint. Randy Howell from Canada says, hey, hail and well met. Citizen Roman, Normie Nerd. Did I miss anybody? Dunn Ringle. Bob Gable. Okay. I think I said hello to most of the folks that are here, and if not, we'll catch you up later. So let's introduce you to the bros. First, we have the Wraith himself, that Wraith of God, known as Aaron Lepresti. Hello, Aaron.
Hey, Graham. I had my glasses on, but as soon as you put that namer thing up, I took them off so I couldn't see it. I feel better already.
I think they should just reverse his name to Roman again.
Exactly.
Because that is not Namor.
No, not anyone that I want to see anyway.
No. Next up is the teen sensation himself. I don't know if he can swim like Namor, but here he is anyway, Mr. Billy Tucci.
He looks more like Gaymore. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
That's right.
I think that's what my college roommate looked like at FIT back in the 80s.
Well, maybe if they put more boom into the design of this character, like this guy would, Mr. Fragaboom.
Boom! Whoa!
What's happening?
Hey,
It's a banana.
That's a theme.
It's banana.
that's what Neymar's smuggling.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, son of a bitch. Now I can't eat this banana.
Yeah, see?
What have you done?
See? You just ruined everybody's day, Graham. Gee.
No potassium for you.
Oh, Lord. Howdy,
So,
Jim.
you know what was interesting was when you had this on and Art was in the pre-show and you showed it, you're going to open up with, he's like, I'll be right back. I just need a few minutes. And he went off real quick.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he asked you for the link. What's the link to that picture? And he said, I'll be right back. I got to do something.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Sorry. We haven't been a while.
And the first man himself, Mr. Andy Smith.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, that Namor. Oof. Have you seen Atuma? Because they showed Atuma as well.
Oh, no, I have not seen it. Bring it up.
It's
Yeah,
not a tumor.
I'll look for it. And they showed Namorita, and all I could think of is, all right, that's got to be a joke. So I don't know if the Namoritas will, but I'll look for the Atuma.
Oh.
I have the first appearance of Namorita.
When Bill Everett came back in the early 70s to write and illustrate the Submariner, it was like the greatest Submariner of the Silver Age. It was so awesome. And that's where he introduced Nita. And she was this, kind of perky teenage cousin of Neymar's. And she was so awesome. I love that character when Everett was drawing her. You remember that, right, Aaron?
Well, I remember the Bill came in to do the Thor versus Namor issue. I remember that being Bill Everett, and then he did the issues after that as well. Or was that in the middle of his run? I don't remember.
Wait, now I'm confused. The Thor versus Namor was in the Submariner book or in Thor?
Yeah, no, it was in. There was an issue in Submariner where Bill Everett drew it. There's a nice Bill Everett cover of him duking it out with Thor. I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but I do have it.
I've got some of the Bill Everett issues. They're around issue 50, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think 53 was the first Everett one where he took over. Let's see if I can find.
See, now we're already off on a tangent thanks to that Namer posting.
Yeah, well,
fine. It gets us into the top.
It's still part of what we're going to be talking about, but we'll find that later. And so we're going to talk about movies that really did well for the characters and really blew it. So what do you want to start with, guys? You want to start with the ones that were hits or the ones that were misses?
Let's go with misses.
Misses?
Because I want to go out on feeling good. I don't want to can you imagine all the misses and all right, guys, bye. Think about a shitty shit. No, it's right.
I like that.
And yeah, that's good. That's good thinking. I like that.
All right, we're going to go on the positives. Okay, Aaron.
Well, wait, you know, positives, right? Positives, right?
No, we're doing negative first.
Starting with negatives, ending with positives.
I'm sorry. Yeah. My bad.
Okay,
my bad. Yeah.
Got it.
What's one that really missed it for you?
Well, this was to say what. Okay, it was a disappointment, but certainly not an unexpected disappointment. Okay, yeah, go ahead and share that, Graham. There it is.
Oh boy.
The original Captain America, courtesy of Roger Corman. And the fact that you knew that Corman was producing this, you knew it was going to suck. And yet, being a comic book fan, you had to watch if you could find it, you know.
Right.
Now, wasn't this J.D. Salinger's son who portrayed Captain America in this?
I believe
you're right.
Yeah, it is. And if you also notice, he has fake ears. Those are rubber ears that are part of the mask.
Yes, they are.
Does he have deformed ears and they couldn't show that? I mean, I don't know.
Paul Stanley of Captain America, he only has one ear.
He's like Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing's only got one ear. Of course, the Red Skull sucked. And wasn't he an Italian in this? He wasn't a German?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was Italian.
Yeah, so yeah, where to begin and where to end with this piece of trash. And yet, as a youth or a young man, I had to watch it because it was Captain America, right?
Right.
And you probably, Graham, I don't know if some of the other guys, but you guys you probably saw some of those serials from the 40s, right? The Captain America serials.
Yeah.
On VHS.
Those were better than this, where Cap had a gun and he was going around shooting mobsters.
Right.
Now, this was, I mean, come on. It was Corman. What more can you say? It just sucked.
This
But
whole
it did have
era.
J.D. Salinger's son in it and rubber ears. So
What year was this?
1990, believe it or not.
Yeah, it was
was
right
it?
around the time of.
Brown?
It was around the time of Fantastic Four, wasn't it?
Yeah,
came out
that's why I was
think
saying.
you're right.
That's why I was
It was
saying. There's this
pre-Fantastic
era.
Four, I believe.
This whole era, they tried. Marvel did this Hail Mary with the Hulk episode with Daredevil in it and Thor and this Captain America. What I mean, some people's picks may be what I'm gonna mention, so I'm gonna stop. But there was a 86 to 92. They just threw out some duds.
Yeah.
It was a lot of horrible, crap. But as I recall, Marvel was kind of in the pits, and they didn't have the value that obviously they do today.
Right.
And Stan was selling off rights left and right to whoever would give him a buck for it. And Corman bought up some of this stuff, like Captain America and the FF movie, which of course is notorious and was never released. So Corman had the rights for a while on several of these films, which is just kind of crazy when you think about it, because Corman, of course, was the low budget maestro, and you can't make even a reasonable superhero movie on a low budget. And yet that's what he attempted to do. And to most of our disdain. So
Not
There you
even
go.
telling
All
the
right, good
actor
one,
to
Aaron.
hit the gym. Hit the gym, for Christ's sake. Captain America should be bigger than me. Look at that guy. That's like before he got the serum and he put the
I'll
costume
tell
on.
you, you know what though? If you looked at this as a still, like you saw this in a magazine as a kid before the internet, and you saw
Yeah.
it, you say, "Whoa, this looks cool." You can't tell
Yeah.
those are rubber ears. He's got his
Yeah.
wings, just like the real comic book. I mean, I would think I would look forward to seeing that, but sometimes that doesn't translate, does it?
No, sir.
Well, bad acting and bad writing never goes very far. Even if the costume's not bad, especially for Corman, it's not bad. I don't understand the rubber ears, probably because it was easier to get it to fit around his face. And
Yeah,
they probably glued it on his face or whatever, right? So, but yeah, I mean, as just a single shot, you think, oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, that isn't bad.
Unfortunately, the movie's more than a single shot for him.
Did he have a motorcycle too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that Red Brown? Is that who
That was
is?
the TV show.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Randy Howell, thank you for that $2 Canadian. The Corman FF movie may be the best we ever get.
Ouch.
From him. Well, yeah, that's true. The FF movies have been a disaster, haven't they?
I worked on the second one.
Oh, you mean Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Yeah, and I'll tell you a little anecdote about that one. They told me I was going to draw the scene where Galactus is revealed, and I got super excited.
Yeah.
And Sue Richards sneaks in and talks to the Silver Surfer, and he projects the coming of Galactus out of his body, And I'm reading it, and I called the director, and I said, "Hey, man, you said that I was going to draw Galactus, but like there's just this sort of description of like dust and debris, like this cosmic dust." And they said, "Yeah, that's Galactus." And I was like, "What? What?"
I know, you're like, no, it's not.
No, wait. I was like, "You can't do that." They're like, "Well, how would you do it?" And I'm like, "There's a million ways to do it that it doesn't look goofy. He's the eater of planets. He's not this dust cloud,
Right.
So sorry about that.
That's
No, that's
okay.
funny.
That was cool.
No.
Hey, Graham, did you see that in the chat, that post by Mark Simon there?
Yes.
Hey, Mark Simon. That's my man.
He said he was offered to art direct. Yeah, there it is.
I was offered to art direct the first Captain America movie, but had to turn it down due to schedule.
Wow.
You could have been part of
Oh, it could have
history.
been, no, but it could have
I
been
know.
good because Mark is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mark
well,
is awesome.
I thought the first Captain America was good.
I think he's talking about the one I was.
Captain America are you talking about?
Oh, I thought he was talking about the
No, I think he's talking. Wait, now I don't know. I assume Mark was
Yeah,
talking
are you
about
talking
the one
about
we
Joe?
just saw.
Yeah, not the Joe Johnson one, but the one that
before
Aaron
that,
showed.
Yeah,
Right.
with the plastic ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says the one in the 80s. So
Oh, really?
He means the one. Yeah, he means the one that Aaron showed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He means
Oh.
the really good one.
Oh,
How you doing, Art?
I'm doing good, my friends, my bros. Hey, I
Good to
just
see you.
found out, and the reason I'm late is talking to my investment people. I lost $72,000 in the last 3 months thanks to our current administration.
congratulations.
Well,
I've
that's
never
what happens when you build back better, Art.
Yeah.
better
You got-
for who?
Yeah, you got to tear down first before you can build back
Yeah.
better.
Holy
Oh,
shit! I have been angry all fucking day.
Oh my
you
gosh.
have.
I
I've
don't
seen
blame
your
Art,
you.
you
post.
should have
Sick.
pulled that money out 3 months ago and invested in some great Silver Age and Golden Age comics. Those things
That's
would just
right,
keep going up.
Art.
That's what Aaron did.
That's what I did. You're right.
Follow Aaron's lead. Always follow Aaron's lead.
That's right.
So sorry I'm late, guys. So what
No
I missed,
worries, bro.
We just Aaron's choice
Hey, for
was that Captain
72,000,
America
that's
from
a
the
lot of
90s.
pity.
So are we doing our best picks, or our worst picks?
Worst
Worst.
first,
Right
best
now.
last.
First,
Oh
first.
shit! I gotta figure out a worst
Yeah.
then.
Okay,
Oh,
Billy,
you got
you're up.
time.
All right,
What's-
don't
what
share
sucked?
the screen yet. Don't share the screen yet. But I got to tell you, when this movie came out, I enjoyed it. Debbie and I went to go see it. We're in college. First night it opened because it was a big event, but it does not hold up today. And I know this may be an unpopular opinion, but if you want to share it, please do.
Okay. Ba-boom.
The original Batman.
Oh, come on.
I think
I'm
it's
with
Dude.
Billy. I don't like this movie. I'm with Billy.
Oh, I love this movie.
God.
Hey, Andy, it was made for us. Being the young ones, it was made for us.
Must
Come
be,
on.
I
Made
guess.
for me too. I love
Dude,
it.
yo, this
With the
when
Joker
this came
coming
out,
back, I
this
think I've
changed
seen
the
it 3
game,
times.
man.
No, I saw it 3 times because I wanted to get really into comics and all, and I'm like, this is what I want to do.
Dude, without this movie,
I know.
this set the tone for superhero movies,
Dude,
man.
I know. I probably wouldn't even be here right now if this movie wasn't made. I get it.
Oh.
But
You
it
know
just
what?
doesn't hold up. I think it's fucking stupid. I think
Dude,
when
Robin's gonna drive.
he's in this high-tech jet that comes streaking in and the Joker pulls out a 4-foot-long pistol out of his fucking pants and shoots it and shoots
Hey,
down.
Hey, it had
Batman,
one
are you-
foot. It had one foot in Frank Miller and another foot in the campy shit.
Now,
And
Yeah.
that's why it worked.
No, that's why it didn't work.
Aaron LeBrest. Now I got.
Well,
I wasn't
if I
gonna
may,
be obvious.
gentlemen, if I may, I agree with all of you. And for on the surface, Billy, I was the same as you. That when I saw this movie, I did not like it. But now that we've had other Batman movies, I've decided that this is still the best one.
Amen.
I think the second one was better. The second one kind of holds up.
Okay, you're out. That's
Hang on.
I didn't say
No,
the second one was better.
Well, I think the
This-
second one was better. I do.
The
killing
Catwoman stuff.
people with a machine gun in his car.
Dude,
Yeah,
The Catwoman stuff in the second one was what
Well,
made it great. The rest
that's
of that
right.
movie sucked.
Yeah, it
But
did.
the Catwoman
You're
stuff
right.
was
They all
great.
suck. To be honest with you, they all suck.
They carjacked the Batmobile.
Well, okay, let's talk about the Batmobile. In this movie right here, he's driving this rocket-powered,
Awesome.
8-ton, badass-looking machine, right? With machine guns on it, twin 30 caliber machine guns, and he's running away from two carloads of clowns driving purple and green, lime green Dodge Darts. Why is he running away from them?
He doesn't want
Because
to
he-
kill them, Billy.
he doesn't want to hurt innocent people.
He's compassionate.
Yeah, but in the second movie, he killed him with impunity.
He leads them on a chase throughout all of Gotham City when he could have stopped then and just rammed them and then knocked them over into a wall. Fail.
So, Billy, did you have a problem with the cable that shot out of the car so he could make the sharp turn?
All of it.
And it didn't take that post out or anything?
All of it. I just didn't,
come
I
on.
know. It's just
Hey,
It
come on.
got
Hey,
worse. It got worse. The Batmobile climbed a wall in like the third or fourth
Hey.
one.
come
Well,
on.
yeah,
man.
those went downhill.
When the bat plane goes up to the moon, up through the clouds, and then goes down again, you didn't feel the feelings?
dude, that was great. That was great. There are, and Aaron Lepresti will attest to this. There are some fantastic shots. The atmosphere was wonderful. I loved it. That this dreary Gotham.
Yeah, the design work was great.
Jack Palance was awesome.
Jack
Yeah.
Palance should have. That's now let's get to that.
Great guess.
Oh, my number one guy.
This movie should have been The Dark Knight
I'm my
Returns,
number
and Jack Palance should have played Bruce Wayne.
Clint Eastwood.
No, Jack
Yeah,
Palance.
that would have made
played
it better.
Bruce Wayne. Remember when he
I don't know what's happening here. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I can't take any more of this.
There's a lot of hate in this room.
Get that.
No,
get
it
that-
is.
get
Look
that.
at this movie was too cartoonish. That's why I didn't feel like Tim Burton took it seriously enough. And so when I went and saw it, I was disappointed. I desperately wanted to love this movie, but I just felt it was too cartoonish.
Okay.
You know
Although I
what's
would
funny?
say, I
You
thought
got the three guys that liked it are the bottom three, and the three guys that aren't fond of it are the top three.
there you go.
Yes,
Well, I guess
and who
Well,
said-
no, it's the
had great-
you got to take me out of it because as much as I disliked it when it came out, when I watch it now, I like it more because it's still better than everything that's come since.
Right.
Well, hey,
Okay,
did
still doesn't
Aaron
hold up
finish
for
his
this.
point? We were all talking. Did you finish, Aaron?
no, of course I didn't finish. I'm never finished, Art. But
No, of course he
I-
didn't because it was stupid.
no, I was just going to say that we were all worried. If you remember when this came out, they're like, "Oh, Michael Keaton can't pull off Batman. He can't pull off Batman. This is going to be horrible." I thought he was a really good Batman, but I thought his Bruce Wayne was lacking.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he underplayed it too much.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and
At
he
least
also
there was
kinda
a dual
tweaked him out.
identity. There was a dual identity that
Yes.
they were attempting, which
Yes.
they really hadn't gotten into too much before. But I want to aim this at Billy, okay? The second one was better.
Aim it.
Returns was better. There is a scene, Billy, with Kitty CPR. The cats bring Michelle Pfeiffer's character back to life.
Yeah, all right. Michelle Pfeiffer was hot. That's why I liked it better.
Hey, no
Okay,
disagreement.
Now the truth is coming out.
yeah,
Okay,
but don't you think the relationship part of that film between Catwoman and Batman and Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne was actually really interesting and good?
I do. I like this.
It was all the other crap that was crap that
Yeah.
brought it down.
Okay, I got a story real quick. Dick Giordano, just major, cool, probably the coolest person I've met in this industry, other than, like, say, Dan Frega. You know, Dan's right.
Mhm.
and so he's at the Universal Sheraton, and he calls me and my wife over, like, just to hang out. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, I just have to talk to someone. He said, I just read the script to Batman Returns, and they're working on it now. And he said, there's a scene where the cats bring Catwoman back to life. There's a kitty CPR scene. And I go, well, how does it play out? Because I really shouldn't tell you. He said they jump on her chest and then they breathe life into, like, they breathe into her mouth. And I'm like, can they do that? Like, I'm thinking,
Right.
can they do that? Is this even possible?
They
Like,
steal your breath. They steal
Right.
it. So maybe they could
That's
put it
the-
back.
The wives
How
tale
do you
that
even,
they
like,
can
okay,
take children.
let's pretend like we've never seen this scene before. How do you even start to construct a scene like that? You know?
Oh, don't spoil it, Art. It's just entertainment.
No, hey,
Well, now
did
it's
you
just
guys-
entertainment, Billy.
did
Yeah,
you guys
exactly. Like, do you hear yourself?
hey, did you guys see that 70s film Frogs that had Ray Milland in it? Now you
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
Graham, you know the end of that where he's like lying on the floor and these frogs are jumping all over him and he's dead, and you're like, how exactly did those frogs kill him anyway? We don't get that answer. And it's kind of like this. How did those cats actually resuscitate her? We don't know.
You know what's amazing is that those frogs didn't kill Sam Elliott's career.
Which they should have.
But he had the voice, the
Shouldn't
mustache.
that be-
Right?
He didn't have the mustache. He was shaved in that
Oh,
one.
that's true.
Oh, wow.
Well, maybe he grew a
Yeah.
mustache to save his career.
Yeah,
after
that's
It's
that.
got to be Ethan
That's right.
Sandler's favorite movie.
I used to have a script to the first Batman movie that included Robin.
Yeah, I have
Um,
that
I've
too.
read that. I had it.
Yeah,
Sam
and,
Ham.
and I ended up befriending Sam Ham. Met him at the Cartoon Art Museum a couple months before Batman came out. I ended up interviewing him. It's online. I interviewed him back at WonderCon. Him and Dennis Cowan back in like
You were
April.
but a wee lad.
I was 15 years old, but yeah, I asked him some questions off the record about Robin and all that, and they said they're saving him. They're saving him for a sequel. Prayers.
Yeah, they
Sam
were
Ham.
going to establish him in the first movie, where wasn't it like the Joker kills his parents? Because there's that whole festival thing. There was going to be like a high wire act, like in a Central Park situation, and then the Joker rams the pole, and the one parent falls, and then he just keeps ramming it because he loves the idea, and then the other parent falls. And then the sequel, the second one, picks up, and they had Vicky Vale in the sequel, and she kind of works as a surrogate mother in this situation. So they were thinking, like, how do we not make this weird? Let's bring a mother, because the whole TV
Not
series
groomy.
was
Not
a
all
little
groomy.
weird.
That sounds like crap. But you know what's not
No.
crap is that 60s TV show, which is the best.
Yeah.
Getting the
Oh,
old stars funny and made fun
Oh,
of
God.
society.
That talk about doesn't hold up.
No,
Thanks to
honestly,
Bob Gable to that $4.99 super chat.
I'm not choosing that one. And as
I
entertaining
love
as
that.
Adam West was, like, I'm not choosing it, so I hope I'm not stepping on anybody. But if I was going to, I would throw that up for worst.
No.
I throw it
yes.
up the test.
Yeah, I'm with Graham, dude. That was like it came on regularly, and they were new to me when they came
I got
out.
that, Art.
Every time I saw one, it was a new episode, and
Greatest
all those
Batmobile ever
two-parters.
right there.
Yeah,
You know, same bat
Brand
time,
Nolan.
same
See,
bat
Brand
channel.
Nolan gets it.
Love that shit.
No,
Dan,
I agree. That is the Batmobile. I love that car.
I have
Dan-
to say that no matter how much I want to bag possibly on the 66, this car came out of that show. So
Yes.
Hey, Fraga.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dan.
Wait, 1 second. Before we let go of the Batman movie, Fraga. So you read the Sam Hamm script, right?
I did.
Don't you think that was far superior to the movie?
Well,
I
read it
both
before I
too.
saw the movie, so
Yeah.
well, the things in your head are always better.
Oh man, that script was way better than what ended up on the screen. That's all I'm saying.
But there was plenty of what was in it that did show up on screen. So
Yeah.
the first time watching it was sort of parsing information, but I find that movie to be a delight.
But when you think about like the pressure and what the expectation of the public was coming off the 66 TV series, you know what I mean? I think it was mission accomplished. I think they did a good.
Well, certainly, yes.
Let's not forget the phenomenon known as Batmania, like the
That's
fall of '88 leading into the summer of '89. You couldn't go anywhere without seeing a bat symbol, a shirt. They were in Macy's. They were in
Prince's
every department
soundtrack?
store.
Yeah.
Oh, that soundtrack's awesome.
Weren't there
I
two
love that
soundtracks? There was two. There was the Prince soundtrack.
And the Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Prince
Now-
one is great.
I actually play it on the regular.
Yeah.
I love the first song,
Are we still
Future.
talking
and-
about the Batman movie?
Yes,
Yeah.
get out. Okay, we'll move on. No, don't share my screen yet.
You want me to share
Dude,
your
you
screen or
started,
do my
Billy?
Not yet.
intro?
Don't share. I have a
It's
little
all
bit of an
good.
intro.
Yeah,
I want
okay,
to
go
get
ahead,
some
give it.
controversy going. There's a lot
So-
of crap out there. Let's get a little interesting.
I have sort of a love-hate thing with this actor-director. Carly Simon sang a song about him called
So
"You're
vain.
So Vain." Of
I know
course,
where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great movie.
and
come
my
on,
wife
Billy.
loves this particular movie because she likes anything Madonna is in. I
no.
cannot
Who doesn't?
stand this movie
I
in
know it.
any way, shape, or form. It is Warren Beatty's Dick Tracy.
Wow. See, I think Dick Tracy actually nailed it for the comic to movie adaptation.
Second that.
They should have changed the nose. They didn't give him the nose, man.
Everything looked fake. That world didn't. I felt like I was watching a Broadway show. The lighting was wrong. In contrast to Batman,
Look at
which felt like
Pacino.
a world that takes you away into the Anton Furst sort of aesthetic. This takes you into poppy, bad prosthetics, over the top. Like, come on, Al Pacino, dude, you're better than this.
I thought he was hilarious in this.
Yeah.
Oh man, and Paul Sorvino, I liked him. I did like Paul Sorvino when he's slurping all the
Is he
oysters.
prune face?
He's the guy with the big lips, and he keeps. He's not in
Yeah,
this.
lips
picture.
manless.
Yeah,
Isn't
there you
Lips
go.
Manless?
Yes, but I could not stand this movie. I can't.
Well, okay,
I'm
Madonna.
with you.
Madonna is horrible. She's a terrible actress, and she
Yes.
ruined
Yeah.
this film. She was okay to look at, but just keep her mouth shut.
I think Madonna in 1991 was hotter than Michelle Pfeiffer in 1991.
Well, the sex book was pretty badass.
Dude, I
you know?
got it. I opened
Oh
that-
yeah, I know that.
I opened
Yeah.
that bad boy up. I got it.
I'm gonna have to say she is blessed.
Well, I
Mm.
thought Al Pacino was hamming it up, but I thought he was still hilarious in this. So
Oh no,
When after 1979 wasn't Al Pacino hamming it up?
Oh,
it's
hello.
true. It was like, and
I got-
justice for all, and then it was it. Then it was over.
You know, the weirdest thing is they all have heavy prosthetics on, but they couldn't do the nose. They couldn't do that hawkish nose that Dick Tracy's known for.
Well, that's
Oh,
because he's
Warren
so
Beatty
big.
didn't want to cover up his good looks.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I bet
Yeah.
Warren Beatty was
Oh,
like,
he
"We're
had
not
that-
doing that."
Yeah, but he had that stupid soft lighting. Remember, like he has a filter on every time he's on screen.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
Because they didn't want to show any wrinkles.
yeah.
I'm telling you, man, this movie, there's not a single frame where I'm like, man, this is a good movie.
Wow.
I
Like,
kind of agree with you.
I don't even like this picture. Like I don't.
I
Well,
like
you know,
this
I
better
haven't
than
seen this
Batman.
movie. I probably haven't seen
Oh,
this
do
movie
you?
since it like aired on HBO because I didn't see it in the theaters. So I'm interested to see this again, though.
Yeah, go ahead. Waste your time.
Hey, I wasted my time on that last James Bond movie. I figure I got to get
Oh,
something
shit.
back.
Oh wow! Ouch.
I haven't even seen that yet.
Don't.
You're
No,
I know. That's what I
don't.
heard. No, Dennis saw it. He was
Do
like,
not.
you know,
In 60 years of James Bond movies, the worst that they could possibly put out.
Mm.
hurtful.
Wow.
Well, they didn't disappoint then because we all expected it.
All right. So
I
yeah.
didn't
Anyway,
expect
that's
that ending,
that's
though.
my my shit show choice.
All right, that's a good one. All right,
Look at the
and
controversy. This is the most controversial bros show in a long time.
Right?
This
It
might
is.
be the very last bro show ever.
I know. It's gonna be-
Okay, first,
6 opinionated assholes.
would you like to see a Tuma for Wakanda Forever?
Oh yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, actually, I would.
I'd like
It's
to
not
see
a
a
Tuma.
Puma.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Go ahead.
Do it. Do it now.
Look at that.
When, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
That doesn't look so bad. I mean, again, they're going for that Aztec look
Right.
Oh yeah.
for
Yeah.
whatever
That's
reason.
Are these Aztecs? Are these Aztecs?
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to be Atlanteans, and evidently the
Oh.
designer is going for an Aztec base.
Well, no. The reason I heard they're not doing Atlanteans is because, now I don't know if this is true. I read it's because DC already introduced Aquaman, who's the king of Atlantis. Namor's Prince of Atlantis, whatever, and they don't want to have the same Atlantis. So they went with a Mayan Aztec origin instead of Atlantis.
But how is
That's
it
what I heard.
Well, that makes sense, Andy, but it's still
Oh.
stupid reasoning.
Well, actually, when I heard that, my first thought was mostly everything DC's put out has been bad. Why would Marvel change anything?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
DC did it. Marvel should be like, no, we're doing Atlantis, and we'll show you how to do it right.
And I remind everyone that Aquaman was a copycat of Namor, the Submariner. Submariner
Is that
came out in
right?
39, and Aquaman
Yep.
came out in 41.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
When
There
did
you
he
go.
become a good guy, Submariner? Or was he ever a good guy?
He's never. Well, during the war, he fought
Yeah.
against the Axis powered, but probably just to preserve the world. But he's never been a good guy.
No, in the 50s, he was a good guy.
Was he?
He ponied up with the New York City Police Department, and he had that girlfriend Betty. I can't remember her name now, but because she appeared in the Silver Age stuff too, but she was older because she aged.
So
Betty
he kicked her
Dean.
to the curb and got a new chick. Is that what you're
Betty
saying?
Dean.
Oh my God! it's
Yeah,
a
so in
Highlander.
the 50s, he was a good guy.
That'd be the
Okay.
hard part about being
All right.
immortal.
I'm going to click the tab for my movie. This is a little not exactly a superhero, but I'm throwing it out there,
It doesn't
and I
have
have
to
a
be
backup.
superhero; it just has to be comic.
I was hoping,
Okay.
Andy,
I think this
you were
works.
going to go with Black Panther.
Hercules.
That's not a comic.
Hercules.
Hercules in New York. He's been in comics, but
But
okay.
it's not the comic version.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
fine.
This movie's not terrible. This is
And-
terribly
And
awesome.
by the way, I own it.
Yes, you do.
That's why Andy in the green room said, I got one that no one else will have.
That's what I
Oh.
said. All right, hold on.
Because
Come
it's
back
not
to me.
another one.
Bounce
All
to
right.
Art.
All right, we'll come back to you.
Andy, I got one for you. Just go Black Panther, and then we can rail on an Oscar-winning
Art-
movie.
Curtain.
I
He'll come
haven't
back
seen
to me.
Black
Oh
Panther.
wait,
All
actually, hold on. You don't have to. Give me 2 seconds to type it in.
Wasn't Black
All right.
Panther already done? It was called what is that? The Lion King.
Hold on, I got it. I just got to
All
pull
right.
up the image.
You know, Billy looks bored.
No. I switched my movie.
He's sulking because
No, I'm not
people
sulking.
liked Batman.
Trust me, what I have. I have there's a
Don't ever
reason
cross
for,
it.
there's a method behind my madness, and I'm finding it.
So you
Okay.
so you admit you're mad.
Okay, here we go. Doing the screen again. Oh, wait a second. Oh, damn it. All right. I don't know if this will count or not. Go ahead.
Oh my
Andy,
God,
did
Andy,
you know what a
it's not
comic
that
book is?
God damn it.
Oh, how dare you! The Green Hornet is awesome.
Not the Seth Rogen
Not
one.
this one.
Crap.
He's right. He is
Yeah.
right.
Andy's right.
They ruined it.
Again, it's like, why do you feel like you want to make a movie about something that people love or loved, and then do everything you can to make it not what they loved?
Exactly.
But you didn't like the record player and the ejector seat and all that other stuff?
Oh, it was just so bad. It's like
It's like these people came in and they're like, you know what? We can take the Green Hornet, and there's so many problems with it, but we can fix all those problems and really make it into something people like, totally forgetting the fact that they liked it before they got it, you know?
Let's make it funny.
All they had to do was look at the TV show and stuff and update it, modernize.
Well, I like that the PR with Seth Rogen was saying, like, it's just like the TV. If you watch the TV show, this is just a continuation. The tone is not the same as the TV show.
The tone is not
at
the
all.
same, RT Bear. It
Right.
is not.
No.
It's like, you know what, when they did the TV show, they were going the opposite of Batman, even though they were like sister shows, whereas Batman was campy, the Green Hornet was much more straight.
Yeah.
And when they made this movie, they decided to go campy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like they didn't understand at all what was going on, the source
Yeah.
material, which is typical.
When they went campy in a time, because I think this said it was 2011, so, you know, a decade ago, when you didn't have to be campy back then. You could have went out of the box real serious and stuff with it. So
Is that right, Randy Howell, that Seth Rogen joked about Green Hornet having a fart gun?
Yeah, that's the gas gun. Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh.
Well, there
That
it
guy
is.
lost all that weight for nothing.
That's right.
He put it back on, though, just like
Yeah, he
that.
did. He got fat afterwards. It's like, all right, there's your right for making a shitty movie.
You know, he put the weight on for his next movie. He's very method.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He is.
he prefers the eating method.
The eating method, yes.
Okay, Art. What? Where are you directing your hate?
Okay, like the other choices you guys had were really, really good. They were really good. They managed to piss me off, especially having to defend that damn Tim Burton Batman film. But this one, I think they just got it all wrong, and I knew that there were only going to be so many movies with this character, and I loved the performance. I loved the way Marvel did the character, the way they introduced the character, and that's Robert Downey Jr. and that's the Iron Man franchise. But Iron Man 3, 2 was bad, but 3 was really bad for me because it really felt like they didn't even want to tell an Iron Man story. Like they had
Right.
no desire to tell an Iron Man story. So it was like, oh, well, what if we took the armor away from him? And what if he was more like James Bond and he was very resourceful and all these other things? It's like, well, fuck, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a Flash movie where the Flash doesn't run fast. You know, I don't want to see a Superman movie where Superman doesn't do something super heroic. You know, I don't want to see those films. So for 2 hours, we got a character that played against all of our expectations. It was wonderful. And then on top of that, the villain ends up throwing pepper pots off the rooftop, right? But she'd already been injected with this super serum or whatever the hell it was, right? So then Downey's character goes to catch her, and he catches her, and he misses or whatever. And then she seemingly plummets to her death. But thank goodness the villain gave her the powerful injection because she was able to save herself.
Yes.
Because of the
Here's
villain.
the funny thing. If I may, Ethan and I did a store signing in Miami, not Miami, Orlando, and then the store owner took us to see that movie. And that part, and we watched it. We had a good time. We're eating pop, whatever year that movie was. I didn't know how long ago it was. But it's so funny. Ethan's next to me, and when she falls, to think, Ethan goes, "Oh no!" No. Exactly.
I'm like the hero. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, Lone Ranger. Unwatchable.
Unwatchable. Yeah, that's pretty bad. There's been a couple really bad movies, but this one I think it was because I liked the way they were doing Iron Man. I really liked Downey Jr.'s take on it, and all this stuff was going on. It was still early on in the Marvel movies. You know, I still had a lot of hope. And that, as soon as that movie came out, I was like, you don't even get the hero beat right. The hero says, "Trust me, I'll save you," and he lets his girlfriend or whatever die. What the fuck? Like, oh, he's so resourceful, right? He's such a good hero. He lets the most important person in his life die.
He let his lover die.
how resourceful are you? And then she's like, I saved myself. I was like, I'm out. This is
I'm
this
out.
is absolutely horrible. And can I do real quick? Did we already do a round of bad?
No.
bad news?
This
Okay.
is our first one.
Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there. Graham, do you still have yours?
Yeah.
Is it Superman, the newest Man of Steel?
Well, how about he just tells
Let's say
us?
yes or no, because I just want to touch on it real quick. Okay, when they let Jonathan Kent
Wait,
die
did you just
in
say
that
you wanted to
hurricane,
touch on the Man of Steel?
I don't want to touch
Take
him.
the banana out, Frega.
Yeah,
Oh,
he wants to
wow,
blow a
fatty.
fatty. He wants to blow a fatty.
I want to blow his fatty.
Oh no!
Oh, hello.
Pride Month was last month. Okay.
Okay.
Give me that kryptonite injection.
Ooh, ooga.
Oh, God.
Wait, you get a gong for that one.
But it's a damn hurricane. Oh, go ahead.
The great Renzini, $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Graham, I miss backing two-fisted lesbian. I mean, manly tales, giggity. Will you have any up on your store? Yeah, eventually. I'll
Your
have it up
reading
there.
of that was hilarious. Do you have a manly tales, giggity?
Yeah, it'll be up there eventually, and it might even be in the next campaign. So, thank you, sir.
How dare you? If
I
there
know,
was a
Great
super
Renzini. I
chat
see him
involved,
every
we'd all
day.
judge you harshly.
I see the great Renzini every day.
He's right there. He's in my
Here
studio.
tomorrow.
But anyways, that's my runner up. I mean, I was like, there are so many ways that you could resolve this hurricane scene, because the thing is, the whole setup was his father didn't want him, like he stood up to Jonathan Kent, Clark did, and he said, I don't want to run the farm. I don't want to be part of the family business. He goes, I want to go to college. I want to be my own person, right? And so he's like, the dad's all pissed off. So then this hurricane happens, and then he said, no, Clark, don't save me. Don't save me. I don't want you to give up your secret identity or this power that you have, and then the whole world will know. Well, this guy can move at the blink of an eye. Superman
Exactly.
is as fast as the Flash. So he could run up, he could save his dad, bring him back down to earth, and get back to that point before anybody blinks their eye. And also, I thought what would have been a great story point.
Dad would be vaporized.
How would Dad have been vaporized if at the blink of an eye he could get there?
If I grab something and move it this fast, the fragility of it would turn into vapor.
I didn't say he would grab his dad fast. He would grab his dad slow and then get out of the hurricane.
And then rush back fast.
He would
Well,
grab
wait
his
a minute.
dad
How about
slow,
this?
Art.
How
What are
about
you
he
getting
just-
into?
How about he just goes
Well,
and
no,
covers
no,
his
well-
dad? How about he just goes and covers him?
Yeah, there's a million ways where
and then everybody says, "Oh, it was a miracle,"
Right.
right.
Well,
Well, where I'm going is also like a story beat. So like his dad's up in the hurricane, right? And because the whole point was like, we need a Superman, right? That's the whole point of where this is all going. So what if his dad is up there and he's kind of getting thrashed about, and he's just going, God help me, somebody save me, anybody. You know what I mean? So he's just calling out for help. And then his son shows up, saves his life, answers his question. This is the guy. This is what he does. He can save people. You were just in that situation where you were calling out for just anybody to save your life. And it turns out it was this guy. And so then at that point, he hugs his kid and says, you're right. You have a mission. You have something greater to be than just a farmer. Boom. There it is.
The Young Right Rider. Thank
Beautiful.
you. For that
I like it.
Yeah.
Chat.
Did Dick
What-
Giordano tell you that?
Hey, when there's super chats up, you guys zip it. Zip it.
Zip it.
These are hardworking Americans paying good American
And
dollars.
Canadians too.
And Canadians, that's true.
Yeah, don't
What's the
discriminate.
best books, movies that was adapted to a comic, like Cook's Parker or Scotty Young's Oz, for example? Worst comic movie is Man of Steel. Well, we just covered that one. You got agreement there from Art.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I was to answer that, I would say I don't know about adapted into a movie, but Walt Simonson's Alien is pretty fucking awesome, and Jack Kirby's 2001 is pretty fucking awesome.
Blade Runner is pretty good. By Al Williamson.
Oh, what about Mignola's Dracula?
Yes,
Oh,
that's a good one, man. Solid.
badass.
Yeah.
Hey, Gil Kane and Rudy Nebre is bringing us John Carter of Mars in the 70s. One of my faves. There you go.
Yeah, that was good.
That's a good one. Yeah. I like the Doc Savage magazine,
Oh,
the black and white magazine.
Oh.
That was awesome.
Yep. Doc Savage, man. That was great.
All right.
That was Buscema and
I'm gonna put a
DeZuniga, right?
What's that?
That was Buscema, inked by Tony DeZuniga or whatever, right?
Yep. For the first couple.
Yeah.
And then DeZuniga took over and did the artwork. I think Buscema did 2 of them where he penciled it. I actually got 2 pages of original art from the first magazine.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
See, I like the Marvel comic series too, the regular comic series. It only lasted 8 issues, but it's some great covers by, of course, Gil Kane.
Yeah, Gil, and in fact, I saw 2 of them at Tom Palmer's studio.
Oh,
I was like, oh my gosh, these are awesome.
That's the whole group of awesomeness.
And those are the 2 you stole, right?
Studio thing.
All right, so I guess I'm up.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with something a little closer to home here. And my hate runs deep on this.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
I actually thought you were going to say the Joel Schumacher one.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's Bane in general being portrayed on film, but this one actually I have more contempt for than the Joel Schumacher. The Joel Schumacher at least looked like Bane, even though they got his character wrong. This one they got his character wrong, and it doesn't even look like him. No. So, this was not a great movie, and this portrayal of Bane was completely off the mark. If they wanted to do something, they should have contacted Chuck and I to get some input on what they could have done to bring his character back around, because they basically laid a big MacGuffin on us and told us that Bane was this great tactician and strategist and all this kind of stuff. But then we get to the end and we find out it's a girl, it's Talia who's running the show, and then this character who's been driving the plot for the last 2.5 hours gets killed practically off panel by a rocket from Catwoman's motorcycle, and that's the last we see of him. Just terrible.
Yes, I remember Julian said that you were unbearable that night when you guys saw this.
Also,
Art was Graham was drinking, weren't you? You started drinking that night. Is that when you started drinking, or was
That's right?
Well, I knew this movie was going to be trouble because the day of its release was the day that asshole shot up the movie theater in Colorado. And it's like, okay, I know this fucking thing is cursed. And then I went to see it, and I liked the backbreaking scene. I thought that was kind of cool that they put that in there. But then when I walked out of the theater, I'm like, God damn it, they ruined it. They ruined it again. So
also the movie just dragged on, and it didn't feel like there was enough Batman in the film. Like it was just the story was just bad. Like
why would you send every police officer in the city into a tunnel? Every single one.
Well, what was also interesting about it was a very uneven movie messaging wise, because for a while there it was sort of like Antifa anti-cop movie, right? And the cops were the bad guys, but then the cops ended up doing, pulling together and saving the day sort of at the end. So you're kind of like, well, what are you trying to say? You're trying to say cops are bad, or you're trying to say cops are good? I mean, it didn't seem like Nolan knew what he wanted to say about that.
Yeah, it felt like a first draft of a screenplay that definitely needed a second and third attempt at ironing out some of the problems. I mean, there were some good ideas that were thrown out there. The design of Bane was not one of them, and whoever came up with that design should never work again.
What if some executive somewhere said, "Don't argue with Christopher Nolan. He co-created Bane."
He co-created
Bane. Wrong Nolan.
Who said that?
Nobody. I'm making shit up.
The funny
Nolan
my
created.
brother's name is Christopher Nolan.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, Christopher is Graham Nolan's middle name. It's Graham Christopher Nolan.
It's Graham Patrick, lad.
Well, not having any vested interest in this film as having them used a character I created, I was fine with the film. I thought it was uneven. I thought it had, but I'm kind of like Art. There's some really good stuff hidden in there that just never kind of got put together the right way. Mm-hmm. But
And it doesn't feel like a Batman movie. And also, the movie starts with 8 years after. It's like, no, I wanted to see those 8 years.
Right.
Bitches.
Right.
Like, how did this all come to pass?
Yeah.
I would rather see that movie than the movie you showed us.
Yeah. Well, we see a decrepit Batman who's injured from all those years of crime fighting. He gets his ass kicked and his back broken, and then he heals up.
Yeah,
I
know. He's
Better.
suddenly fine.
And then
He's
all of a
fixed fine.
sudden, he's fighting Bane, and Bane doesn't have any venom. He has no super strength. That's supposed to be a pain medication that's being injected into him. And by the end of the movie, he's putting his fist through concrete pilings. And his fists aren't turning into mush, you know?
Right.
You're right. You're right. It starts off with Bruce Wayne limping because of his leg, and then he gets his back broken, but recovers from that.
Yeah.
Like, almost instantly. I never
Right.
thought of that. That is really good.
Yeah. No rehab, no nothing, you know?
No 8 years of like out of commission. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no super soldier serum, none of that stuff. And then we're to believe that Obi-Wan, spends a couple years in the desert and he forgets all about the Force.
Good Lord.
I don't ever seem to remember owning a droid. Oh, except in the
Yeah,
prequels.
and then he forgets.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he played catch up. You know that.
Maybe
Yes.
He had
maybe
no idea.
he hit the cantina in Mos Eisley too many times. And
That's right.
Yep.
They gave him a literal memory eraser drink.
Yeah.
Therefore,
He's
he
drinking all
calls
that
it.
Romulan ale.
Yeah,
That's Star Wars, right?
yeah,
There you go.
yeah, exactly.
It may as well
Gandalf said that, right?
in the current Disney Star Wars continuity. Yeah, Romulan ale is a big thing.
Why not?
Yeah, that's right. Disney will eventually buy Star Trek anyway, right? So
Yeah.
We can only hope.
All right, Aaron, we're back to you. You want
They get screwed up worse than
another
Paramount has.
hate-filled movie? Because there's so many of them. Or do you want to go with a positive one? I'll leave it up to each of you.
Well, that's just
well, it's so easy to rip on stuff, and maybe more fun, but I'm prepared with a couple of likes here. This is so stinking obvious, but I can't help myself. This may be, if you look back through the course of time, this may be still my favorite superhero movie of all time. And I'm probably going to piss off Graham for doing this,
Yeah,
but
Oh no! Now I'm intrigued. I thought I knew what it was. Oh no! Yeah, the first one.
It's
some people say
fantastic.
this doesn't age well. I disagree.
Oh, it's
No.
so good.
I love this movie.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
a great movie. Why'd you think I would disagree?
Well, no. I thought maybe you were going to use this movie, so you'd be
I
pissed at
was.
me for stealing it.
Yeah, I think I thought about using it, but I'm like, somebody's going to beat me to it. So
Yeah, and it was me.
Yeah, this is one of the greatest translations of all time.
Well, yeah. I mean, you want to walk away from a movie feeling good. This is the movie.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's stereotypically heroic in all the right ways. It's like Donner really was able to inject a sense of humor and still take it seriously, you know? And I could watch this movie a million times. I just love it.
the part where he runs when Lois Lane is hanging from the helicopter and he runs to the phone and you see the phone.
Yeah.
And it's just one of the the ones without the thing and he just looks up and down.
Yep.
Freaking great.
And it
I
was
love,
great.
I love the
scene.
line.
Yeah.
The line. I've got you, miss. You've got me. Who's got you?
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts in that movie, it isn't even when he's Superman. It's in the alley where that gunman, it's Clark and Lois.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. He
And then
catches
he
the
just
bullet.
shoots. Yeah, and he catches the bullet. And then there's just that cool little, like where he just looks at the bullet in his hand and he just
Yes.
smiles.
Yeah.
Like, I just saved her life, this woman I love. It's a great moment, man.
Yep. His nerdy take on Clark Kent is just hysterical.
Yeah.
You know, it's just you sit there, despite the fact that the guy's 6'4" and looks like he looks. It's like you'd almost believe that he could fool somebody into thinking he wasn't.
Yeah, but you
Superman
remember
because his character was so different as Clark Kent. I mean, he really
That's what I
got
was going to
into
say.
that.
You remember in Superman 2 when he was going to tell Lois, or I can't remember, but they were in that nice swanky
Niagara
hotel
Falls.
room,
right?
and he did that subtle turn as Clark Kent from Clark and he stood up straight and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was still just wearing a tuxedo, but then he was Superman.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
Yep. I like the
Yeah, he played the dual identity.
Yeah, some people complained about him having powers that he doesn't have in the comics, like, turning back time, and then the second one, making Lois forget. And I just kind of went with it as just saying, you know what, this is kind of they're giving us a little bit more that wasn't set up in the comic, but I just rolled with it with the movie because it was so charming.
The radio show added a bunch of stuff to it, like every media has added things to Superman.
That's true.
Even the leaping, able to leap, and then he's able to fly. There was all kinds of stuff where they took liberties, but they all built on the mythology of it, and it all felt organic and it felt right.
Yeah.
So I think just to your point, I think that the movie, it did it right. So it didn't feel weird or artificial or wasn't the character.
I still love this movie. I love, like you were saying, who brought up about him playing, like Art said, him being Clark Kent. Remember the part where it's like, don't you see what's going on in the world? Like, didn't you watch TV? He's like, no, I was home reading Dickens. It's just good stuff, man.
Yeah.
And well, who can forget John Williams' soundtrack? I mean,
oh yeah. Oh my God.
See, I thought you were going to say
when he saves the kids on the bridge with the bus, and he puts them off, and it goes, "Thanks, Superman." He waves to him, and he takes off. There's that beat that goes on in the music, where it's going, bum 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 bum. It's like, it's so awesome. It's like it gives me chills every time.
Yeah.
You know what gives me chills in that movie is Miss Tessmacher.
Oh heck yeah!
Miss Tessmacher.
Whoa, yeah.
Hey now,
I just want to say,
Valerie Perrine, yes.
How about Gene Hackman though? I mean,
he's great.
when they're going to stop the caravan, and he gets out, he's like, and he's just got the jovial look, and he's pretending to be this trucker. Well, now Sergeant. He goes, I'm a captain.
Yeah, that's right. That was great.
And he's smiling. He's like, hey, how y'all doing?
That part with Otisburg.
I know Otisburg.
Otis.
Yeah.
Otis.
And I love the TV version of this, where they actually put back the sequences in the tunnel that wasn't in the theatrical version. Because
when he gets burned and stuff, when they shoot
that's when the Donner cut.
Isn't that the
Donner's cut?
Yeah,
they've got all these sequences in the tunnel where he's got these traps, like he's got these fire blasters going at him. And
that's in the Donner cut.
Gun,
it's in the Donner cut.
Yeah, that was in the TV cut when it was first aired.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
New to me too. That's awesome.
Yeah,
an excellent choice.
You know what else is they followed this up with, like, Superman 2. I thought that was great too. I
love that movie
in the theater.
Yeah, that one doesn't hold up.
Fight. Well, maybe not, but I still remember seeing it the first time when he's fighting the Phantom Zone characters with Zod and those guys. I'd never seen anything like that. They're throwing buses and shit. And I'm like,
God have mercy on us. It's Zod.
Yeah. He's like, oh God.
I agree, Citizen Ronan.
Yeah, even that trucker beat him up in the diner or whatever, and it just felt so bad for him, right? He's like, oh my, I mean, he was perfect. He was born to play that role.
He never got his ass kicked before.
But then they had to do Quest for Peace and kind of screw it all up a little bit.
That was horrible.
The third one wasn't that great either with Richard Pryor.
Oh, they all sucked after number one.
They all suck.
Number 2 was watchable.
Three was funny. It just wasn't good, but Richard Pryor was pretty funny in it, but it was just totally, the tone was wrong. And then 4 was perhaps, along with Star Trek 5, one of the worst films ever made. So
Star Trek 5, the one where they go and see the whales?
No, they see God.
Oh, okay.
That's 4.
Which Superman
was the one with the starship?
4 was with the whales.
Yeah.
The Superman where he's sitting at the bar and he's like flicking
3.
peanuts. That was 3. That scene when I was a kid, I thought, man, that's crazy.
Nobody fights himself. That was cool, I thought, but
doesn't he fight the Atomic Man or something in that?
Oh, in 4?
That's 4. Quest for Peace.
That was so bad.
Oh yeah. Just the effects and the budget were so low, and by that time they sold the rights to Golden Globus, I think.
Right, it was a Canon film, and the only way they got Christopher Reeves to come back and do it was if they let him write the screenplay.
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
And that's we got.
And he had an agenda.
Yeah, he did. The whole film was in a peace agenda thing. Oh god, it was horrible.
Yeah. Hollywood should have learned from that.
Hey, this is great because this was not only a love movie but a hate movie at the same time. He went into the other one. So well done, Aaron. Well done.
Well done.
It's a twofer.
Thank you so much. I planned it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right, lad.
All right, you want to share my screen? Now we're going to go from a terrible Batman movie to the greatest Batman movie of all time.
How dare you?
Here we go. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
My buddy Sandy Kallora's 9-minute Batman Dead End.
I remember this.
So you know the guy that did it. I know the guy that plays Batman.
I have one of. Oh, do you? Because I have one of the original. He made 99 DVDs and he gave me one at San Diego Comic-Con.
I know the guy that made that shirt.
Really?
No.
I know the guy who watched that video right now.
I know. I watched that video. I'm one of the guys who watched it. Yeah.
I know a guy who has that cow.
Yeah, I can move.
Yeah, you.
Oh, that leather crackle.
Yeah, dude. I mean, come on, man.
Clark Archer. If I remember
Let's
right.
move up to this. Missed that. Look at this. I just think he did a great job. I just love this when I saw it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, watch this.
Yeah, a lot of comic
this.
moments.
What? Dude, come
That's
on.
cool.
And have you guys seen this movie?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I've
know.
seen
I've
this.
seen it in the chat, and
He's getting his sleep all dirty.
I just dig it. The whole thing with the Joker, and then the aliens come.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's surrounded by aliens. So he's,
I did see this.
yeah.
Right there, he's already dead.
Yep.
There's
Yeah,
no-
pretty much.
Dead hard.
Oh, no, there we
What?
Predator.
Predator slays him.
How come the acid didn't get on Batman's face?
Because he's too cool.
Yes, he moved.
He's too cool.
I love this.
That was a
too,
weak
dude.
Batarang throw, I gotta say.
Oh, here we go. Everyone's just
Oh, he wants to duke it out with the
yeah, and
Dark
he does.
Knight.
Start duking it out with him. I move up, and then
But you know what? They got the cape right in
yeah.
there.
Spoiler alert. Should there be a
Yeah.
spoiler alert?
No.
Yes.
Well, Batman gets his butt kicked here, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
but it's good. I mean, look how big he had these big dudes playing him, and then all the. Sorry. Play.
Well, I'll see a few punches here. Oh yeah, he's spitting blood, baby. Uh-oh.
How's he going to get out of this?
He's Bruce Wayne.
Didn't he
Yeah.
do a Superman one too?
I love this. Yeah, he did a. It's called World's Finest. He did a.
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
It's just a
Who did
trailer.
the one with
It's a
the
massive
Batman
trailer.
versus Darth Vader?
I just want to grab a nice.
Batman versus Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's a movie.
Yeah, there was
I
also
never
one
saw
with the
that.
Joker in it, wasn't there? One of these with the Joker. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, this is whatchamacallit, Chekhov's son as the Joker.
Child
Oh.
that you refuse
Ain't
to
it?
take responsibility for.
Man, he's got the jawline for
Yeah.
Batman.
It looks a lot more like Green Goblin though.
You made
He
me,
does actually.
Daddy.
Criminal scum like you
Criminal scum like you.
made me.
Looks like
But this is a funny scene if you want to see it real quick.
Well, that's cool. The eyes.
Yeah.
You're going back to Arkham.
there's
Yeah,
Batman.
baby.
It's good stuff, man. I mean, I think, like I said, I disagree with you, Graham Nolan, that 1989 Batman is the best Batman movie of all time. In my humble opinion, is this one. Grayson is
got
awesome.
Nolan.
TJ James says, yes, it's called Grayson or World's Fights. Like he made one about Dick Grayson.
Oh, Grayson was good. I saw that one.
Right.
So good stuff. Fan made film, fan fiction.
Yeah.
But, you know, and he got no bites from it. Warner's got like pissed off at him.
Yeah, that's what I
Really
heard.
did.
How
Yeah,
about that?
Really?
And he just made a fan film. It cost $30,000. He employed
He
all
did
his
all
buddies.
that with $30,000.
$30,000
They
he made that
spent
movie.
$200 million and turn out pieces of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah, and that suit
Yeah,
wasn't
I
that
don't
that
know.
Batman suit was just spandex over. The guy's name was Clark Bartram, or is Clark Bartram.
Big
Yeah,
Well,
he
booty.
was a big dude.
If you get the cape right, you don't have to worry about the body as much. You know.
But even to see the way he made his mask so he could turn his head. Unlike the new, the Dark Knight movies where he looked like Bat Duck. Remember, because he had the helmet and he had this little.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, God. And he's talking to Catwoman in his Batman accent after she already knows he's Bruce Wayne. We're gonna do this. All right, Selena. I'm like, dude, talk your voice. She knows who you are. Crap.
That's crap.
So what do you guys think? Have you guys seen that movie? Do you guys agree that it is a good film or?
Yeah, I do. I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good fan film.
I think it's better than,
Well, I mean, come on. When you do something like that, it's basically you're filming a
Oh,
fight
you're right.
scene.
Joel Schumacher made a better Batman film than this guy.
You're filming
if we're
a fight
gonna
scene, you know?
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, Matt Hepp, thank you for that $5 super chat. Any thoughts on the Jonah Hex adaptations? The best I thought was the Showcase animated shorts. I haven't seen I didn't see the live action one.
Yeah, I haven't seen
we're not really talking about the cartoons because you almost have to work really hard to mess it up with the cartoons because you can do anything you want and you can make them look exactly like the characters because you're drawing it. It's the live action ones that you get into trouble with.
Yeah, there are some movies that aren't even really worth bringing up, and like Barbed Wire and
right,
Catwoman
and Spawn. Like there's really really bad movies that don't even register.
Right.
Dolph Lundgren's Punisher.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren's Punisher.
Oh yeah. Bob Gable, thanks for that $4.99 super chat. Grew up in New Jersey. Was always a rumor a guy went to a hooker. She handcuffs the guy, and a big man comes in and bangs the dude, and says, "I'm Batman." Well,
the world.
That's New Jersey.
There's one my wife tells, and I guess she was reading the news or whatever, and so there's a man, woman, they're role playing Batman and Catwoman, so she's all chained to the bed and everything. So then he comes in as Batman, and they got the fan over the bed, so he makes his leap, and the fan hits him in the head and knocks him out cold. So he's just laying on top of her, unconscious, and yeah, that must have been pretty uncomfortable. Because what do? Like, you scream for help, and then somebody's gonna see that, Or you just wait for your husband, hopefully, to wake up and uncuff you.
Okay, Dan, what do you got? Love or hate?
Love.
There
we go. It's all about
there
love.
we go.
It's all about the
Look
love.
at that face.
Give us the love, Dan.
Give us some love.
Just share the screen, Graham.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
He's like the Swami. Share the
He's
screen,
waiting.
my friend.
Oh,
They got
Hey,
it
it doesn't
right.
even matter if this show is good.
I've
okay?
never even read a Wonder Woman comic book, but they got this right. I mean, hello.
Oh,
Look at
She
Yeah.
was beautiful.
look at Linda Carter.
yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
She awoken something in me that has never died.
And is awake every morning.
Hey,
Yes.
did you ever see the Kathy Lee Crosby one?
I did.
which was
I
the
didn't care
pilot?
for that one. I didn't
Yeah.
care for that one.
Thank you, TJ James.
oh.
Did you ever see the pilot for the one they were going to do like 5 years ago?
Oh, I own it. Yeah, dude. it's
Yes,
awesome.
I've
the
seen it.
David Kelly one.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Oh,
Where
so
she had
bad.
like the Jim Lee designed costume with the
good.
long pants. No, I'm sorry, guys. This is Wonder Woman. We know
Yeah.
this.
Word.
Now,
And to reference an older bros, look, a little Aaron, a little Coles Phillips styling here. The red blends into the red background.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice
Very
art-
nice.
I can
But
still
I have
hear
to
the.
say, hey, I
sound.
never bought like a Wonder Woman poster. I bought the poster of Linda Carter in her like halter top with her and the cut off jeans and the tied off shirt. Yeah, that's the one I got.
I'll tell you my Wonder Woman story, and I have a picture of this posable poster that I have. I got my mom, bless her. She took care of her son. 1978. I was
What do you
5.
mean by that?
Well, I said I wanted Wonder Woman for Christmas. And she got me in the 70s. They had these posable posters. They were basically like life size with rivets in their shoulders.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
I remember those.
Yeah. So I don't think it was a Linda Carter. I think it was like a Giordano or whatever drawing, whatever.
Yeah.
But I put it on my wall, and one day I put my hands on the boobies, and I started kissing all of the stars on her bikini.
Dude.
Oh my god!
And my stepmom walked in, and she tore it off the wall, ripped it into pieces. Yeah,
Wow.
I miss it. I miss it. That's the story. And my mom
And
told
you
me
replaced it with a Marilyn Chambers poster.
No, it's funny because that
I'm
Linda
surprised
Carter.
Aaron knew who Marilyn Chambers was.
I know who Marilyn Chambers was.
Well, I know who Marilyn Chambers is.
You're going back, dude. You're going way back. But no, I had this as a poster, but I think she had a cape or something.
Oh yeah.
Then my brother, he had the very Bill. You'll remember this one because I know this is up your alley. He had the very famous Farrah Fawcett poster.
Dude, heck yeah, had that.
That
Had
blanket behind her.
Yeah.
That's what I remember about it. Was that weird blankety thing behind her?
You know what I remember about it? It was a
Lights
cold
are
photo
on.
shoot.
That's
It
right.
was what?
Photo shoot.
It was a what?
It was a
Cold photo shoot.
Oh yeah, man! It had to be icy that day. Cutting glass.
Yeah, you cut glass of those.
Yeah, so that's
Every
it.
prepubescent boy had that poster.
Well,
I had that in the
my
Dallas
brother-
Cowboy Cheerleaders one.
That would I mean, my older brother Rob, like I said, he was a Farrah Fawcett guy, and I was a Linda Carter guy. Like that's just the way it rolled.
Right?
Do they still do posters like that, or is that considered too chauvinistic? And
I don't
Oh, you
think
can
so.
still get posters. You can get anything. I mean,
Probably.
well, I know, but I mean, like hot babe TV star posters.
yes, you can get anything.
I'm not talking about black market. I'm like, if I go into, a
Spencer, maybe if
department
you went
store
to
in the poster section.
Spencer's, maybe if you went to Spencer's or like a Hot Topic or something, But
Yeah.
probably not going this far back. You'd have to go and probably get a aftermarket.
Well,
I'm
that's what
talking
he
about, are
meant.
they
He meant,
currently
do they
doing that with
do
actors
they
and
make
actresses?
posters like that currently with current
Yeah.
people?
That's
Yes.
what I meant.
I think so. Probably
Well,
not.
I don't
as-
think
not
that's
as-
very woke of us to be getting posters of hot babes like that.
I don't put posters
get
of
an
hot
Elliot
babes up
Page
anymore
poster.
anyway.
From Umbrella Academy.
Ugh.
What did you say?
I said, get an Elliot Page poster from the Umbrella
Oh,
Academy.
no.
Oh,
I just want to know who did her abs because I could use a set like that. It's too much work.
If you guys are going to talk about that, I'd rather look at that Namer picture that Graham brought up earlier.
Oh.
Ugh.
All right, I think I switched you guys around. Hold on a second. Let me move
You did.
back.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
All
All right,
right,
I'll share.
Andy.
I'll share the screen. Hopefully, this isn't controversial, but it's been fun. So if it is, it is.
All right. Do you want to do an intro?
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. No, just pop it up.
All right.
This is one I like. I thought the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was really good.
Mhm.
That
I thought
first
they
two,
really, huh?
the first two, man. Number two, I feel is
I think
superior
number
to
2 is
one.
better.
I
Yeah,
like
me
it
too.
better, yeah,
I think this is good, but I think 2 is probably the best Spider-Man film.
that's the one with Doc Ock, right?
Doc
Yeah.
Ock, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Sam
So-
Raimi?
Well, I mean, I hear everything. I hear what you guys saying, but for an origin story, they really stuck close to the source material.
You're
and,
right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I thought Toby did a fantastic job. Yeah, I mean, there's
That's a
there's
great
not too
film. I
much-
love it.
Yeah, the third
Did you
one they
see-
totally shit the bed. But
Yeah, but did you see do you guys ever see I'm sure you did, the poster that we called because it had a reflection of the Twin Towers in his eyes?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, do you
Yeah.
remember the original trailer?
Yeah, where they
With
caught
the
the
Twin Towers in
the
it, where
helicopter.
Yeah, he webs up between
Oh
the
yeah.
towers and it catches
Oh,
the
yeah.
helicopter. Yeah, that thing was really badass. When I saw that trailer, I was like, I'm sold right there.
Yeah.
And then the helicopter's twitching like a spider, like
Here's something I think it would be interesting to discuss, this is a good movie. Number 2 was a really good Spider-Man movie, but I think as a character, Spider-Man doesn't translate into live action as well as others. And here's why. Because the thing that made Spider-Man so interesting to me as a kid, and reading his comics, was his inner monologue, the thought balloons. Because we'd get the action of him fighting Doc Ock, but we'd get him thinking about what was going on with Aunt May and her heart attack, or he'd be thinking about other things. And I thought that's what made that strip, or as interesting as it was Peter Parker's inner monologue and how he was dealing with shit at the same time he was fighting as Spider-Man, and that none of that can translate into film.
It can. It just it becomes toothsome.
Right. If you're going to do a voiceover,
right?
I'm not saying voiceover. They always say in film like show,
Right.
And so, like his concerns, they kind of try to cover it with some dialogue and some scenes and give you a feel. But you're right, man. Spidey's my number one. And as soon as you said that, like that, I remember that was some of the stuff I loved about Spider-Man is the introspection.
I also think that that idea would play out better in a serialized, like a Netflix or like a TV show. I think it lends to those ideas more, because like in a 2-hour movie, you want heightened stuff, you want big adventure, and that stuff's more introspective and slows things down a little bit. So you can get into that in a serialized way more. I think
long form storytelling.
Than a 2-hour adventure.
Yeah, the mask kind of helps him have that inner monologue, that hides it. So when he's talking to himself, it kind of works, because there are scenes, they did throw that in there where he's talking to himself, he's doubting it, some of those, thought balloons, and the mask actually helped because you don't see his mouth moving.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
The thing that bugged me about this movie was the Green Goblin's costume. That's the only complaint I have, because you guys all saw the original test for the makeup they did for the Green Goblin, and they nixed that and went with that stupid helmet. And it was like, man, if they had gone with their original concept, wow.
Didn't Sienkiewicz design that or something?
Maybe. It's freaking awesome, man.
Yeah. It's the eyes, right in the eyes move, and
and the mouth.
Oh, the makeup test was fantastic. They did.
But I guess
I
they thought it was
they
too
did away with
scary or
that.
something. They thought it was too scary, and probably Willem Dafoe wanted more of his face involved in the performance. So,
well, I think they wanted
that
to make
rooftop
it a suit.
sequence is a riot.
Like it was a weaponized suit. So I think they needed not only the suit itself, but they needed some kind of helmet. They might have thought it was easier to sell to the masses than like him transforming into something like Jekyll and Hyde or something.
But the sequence on the roof where he's got Spider-Man gassed up a little bit and the two of them are conversing is a riot, because it's like watching a Power Rangers episode, because they all have to have to move their heads when they're talking, so you know who's talking. Listen, Spider-Man, I'll tell you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
You look like a Power Ranger.
Yeah, then the camera zooms in and like
so bad. Oh man.
Oh well.
All right, Art, what do you got?
Well, I have, and it's always my hands down. I think as far as adaptation, take on the character, and it is. Let me hit this. Share. All right, so you should be seeing this now.
Nope. Oh wait, there it is. Okay,
you got to click on it.
I got it.
Yeah. So
good job. Yeah,
it's The Crow. I know it's not a superhero film, but I thought it was flawless. I think it still holds up. The performance is great. Brandon Lee seems like he was born for this character. The morality all plays out, even though it's really dark. I just think it's a great story. I'm a big Spectre fan, Jim Aparo, and I think this is the closest I'm ever going to come to a Spectre movie, because it really did feel that way to me. Where basically every one of the villains pays the price by his own vice. So the heroin guy ends up ODing, the explosive guy blows up, like all that stuff. So it's kind of an eye for an eye idea. And I really liked it. And then, of course, just the visuals were so freaking badass, man.
Isn't that the toy?
It might be the toy, but I just like the visuals, and I
Yeah.
just kind of grabbed this really quick because it was high res or higher
Yeah.
res. But just if you guys will indulge me, this is a real guilty pleasure of mine.
Oh no!
Dude, come on, that's great.
I love that movie.
And
Yeah.
I'm
Serious?
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, man.
I knew there was a reason I liked you guys. Yeah, this thing is a guilty pleasure. I can watch this anytime.
You like Slamming Evil?
Yeah, Slam Evil. Yeah, and
You know what? They got this right. I mean, I drew the Phantom for 6 years for King Features, and was the only writer artist to ever do the strip. And I love this movie because they nailed the character. Billy Zane was the Phantom. His joviality, his love for what he did. He wasn't haunted or anything like that. He was in the family business, and
Yep.
his body looked great. His movements, he was athletic. There was a few scenes where it was a little goofy, you know, with the skulls and all that kind of shit. But by and large, that's a very good translation of a comic into a film.
Indeed.
yeah, I like the tone. I liked that. I mean, they kind of, some of the marketing was a little confused because you know the one where he's in the skull cave, he's on the throne, and it looks really dark and stuff. So I was like, oh, are they gonna try to do something dark with this? And so then when you're watching the movie, you realize he's not an angst-ridden hero. Like, the refreshing aspects of it is that he wants to be there. He wants to do what he's doing, and he knows that most likely he's going to die in service of the Phantom because that's built into the mythology. That's why he's the Phantom, because he's the ghost that walks. So like, this is one of those legacy type things that really works for me because it's a generational character. It's a character that can keep going based on the family. What are they? The Walkers? Is that
The Walkers? Yep.
Yeah, the Walkers, and how it all works. It's kind of like a police family, or like a you know, like if you have firemen, you know, it's kind of a generation.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and they're the keepers of the order of their area, and I just dig it. And also, oh my gosh, just Christy Swanson,
Yeah.
and
Look at him.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, they had some lookers in this film. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of these are low res, so I apologize.
Christy Swanson, original Supergirl, right?
And then this was high res. I just had to show it because this is Catherine.
It's high res. That's Catherine Zeta-Jones. Who cares what she was in?
This isn't from the movie, but
No.
Catherine Zeta-Jones will give you mouth cancer.
That's not what gave him mouth cancer.
Oh, Andy.
oh, because of Michael Douglas, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was sick, man.
I thought you meant because she was smoking hot.
Yeah.
No, I think, yeah, Michael.
Hey,
Douglas.
wait, hold on. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. There doesn't need to be any sound, but Graham, share my screen real quick, and I'll hit play.
Okay.
There's no sound. I didn't share sound, but we remember this scene, right?
That was
Uh-huh.
a great scene where he stops the train.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, I know.
Have you seen this, Graham?
Holy shit! Oh my god!
I don't know who did this, but it is awesome. It gets better.
That's pretty amazing.
Oh, wait, it gets better.
Oh, he shoots webs out of his feet. Holy shit!
Wow.
Nubby McGuire.
Oh my god!
All somebody did was take scenes from different movies and put him together where he's not saving the people like he should.
Well, how did he get the arms to rip off and the feet and all that?
I don't
Oh,
know.
some good CG.
People are brilliant.
Good
It's just
CG.
brilliant.
Wow.
That's
So-
hysterical.
That was it.
All right,
That's great.
that's great.
You said Spider-Man
Oh,
2, and
wow.
I had to show that.
Lily's crying.
All right, I'm going to share some old timey love now.
Oh,
I know
God, that's
everybody
funny.
likes a
I
lot of
wonder where
modern
this
stuff.
is going.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. The
Hi,
greatest.
my
of all time.
boys.
Whoa,
Hey.
Hello.
Hi,
Kelly.
boys.
Hey, honey.
Love you guys.
Hello.
Love you too, Shelly.
You
Love
too.
you too.
Back.
Oh, yeah. I
The real
almost went
Superman.
there.
The greatest of them all. Right here. Hold on. This will. This is just scenes have been busting through.
Going through
shit.
the walls.
Look at him. He loved doing this too.
Did he?
Oh yeah. Look at him. Look at the attitude.
Yeah.
The bounce.
Kool-Aid Man ain't got nothing.
That's my Superman. The guy who busts through walls to save
Hey,
people.
if you rewind it, that wall looks like the same wall. It's the same shape when Jimmy Olsen was
Look
there.
at that one.
But look at the shape of the wall. It all seems like they used that one wall, not with the bricks, but with just the stone.
Did you ever see Hollywood Land with Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that.
Animation. Excellent, Graham.
50
Yeah,
years of
I'm-
quality, baby.
I'm gonna get struck for that one, but
Now, here's
I
a
didn't
question.
care.
because I
No
don't-
sound. We talked over it.
I don't remember. Were they? I remember watching the black and whites, but somebody colorized that just for this, right? They were never.
no.
in color.
After the second year, it went color.
Oh
Really?
shit. Okay, I just don't
Yeah,
remember.
it was the first TV show to go color. The producers, were thinking ahead of time, thinking that this is the wave of the future, and it's one of the first TV shows that was syndicated too.
Oh, cool.
Excellent.
Yeah, I love.
You know,
I
the
love
only thing
that
that bugged me about this show was that Jimmy Olsen looked like he was like 40.
version. Well, later on, it went in the early ones. In the black and white ones, he looked pretty young.
Gee, Mr.
Well,
King.
Well, if you say so, Graham.
Bob Gale, another $4.99 super chat. Dan, talk about the Ricky Gervais animated show. Did you draw it?
I did not draw it. I directed 26 episodes of it. I directed the show and guided a lot of the visual gags and animated performances and such, and did some character designs for it. But mostly, I directed a crew of very talented people to make that happen.
Hey, if you guys want to see a great documentary on Superman, it covers every detail. It's called Look Up in the Sky, and I'm not just saying that because I'm in the documentary that Kevin
Oh,
Burr-
where can we see it?
Ah.
Yeah,
Did
here
they
we
did
go.
they film this? Did they film
All
this
about art.
back in the George Reeves times? Like,
Art, what the hell is your dog doing?
He's got his bedding. He's going to tear
He's,
it.
he's eating part of
Where
our
can you-
ear.
where can you see this documentary?
I think if you just type in a Look
It's
Up
on
in
YouTube,
the
I
Sky
think.
on YouTube, yeah, you can find it. So there's two different segments that I'm in. The death of Superman, I talk a little bit about, and the wedding of Lois and Clark. So
Right.
I'm in both those sections.
Admiral Wackass, I was not the art director. I was the director.
Ooh.
Big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Big difference.
Fleischer
stuff, yeah.
Oh, those.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That
I've-
stuff is
I have
fantastic.
bought those on VHS on the cleaned up Blu-rays. Those are treasures. And didn't they have like insane budgets for those for the time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were really, really well done. Very very much quality oriented. They were making a statement. And and as far as Batman, we're talking about a lot of Batman stuff. The best stuff ever done is the animated, and then Batman Beyond. Those are the best things I think Hollywood's ever done with the Batman character.
Do we want to throw out some honorable mentions?
Sure.
Catherine Zeta-Jones in a negative
No, I'm saying like you got Rocketeer, Ninja Turtles, like
Right.
I'm
really
amazed Billy didn't say Rocketeer for
Well,
his
I'm saving
favorite.
that
So
for,
am
yeah,
I.
I wanted to do the Batman Dead End. I wanted to show that in case someone didn't see that. But I had the Rocketeer tooled up. That was going to be my second one because I just think it's not my turn. Where it's Gramps.
Yeah,
we're going around again.
Around Robin. I mean, yeah, if you want to share the screen, I mean, just that image.
Yeah,
Are you just going to
Rocketeer
skip
is
me like
flawless.
that? Jeez.
Everything.
No, I'm
about
off
that
the show.
show
Forget it.
might
I'm
be
off the show. I'm out of here.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
Well, you know what? We'll do another round. So
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing another round. I thought it was kind of we were doing one of each, and then
We're
you
done.
know.
all right. We don't. Well, the round can be your runner-ups or whatever.
Yeah. So Aaron's up.
Pleasures.
All right. So
Okay,
Aaron,
I
you're up.
won't take Billy's Rocketeer.
You can. I got other stuff. Take
No,
the
no, no.
Rocketeer.
No, I've got. If you're gonna do as long as someone does the Rocketeer.
Yes.
All right.
All
Billy's
right.
got the
You
rocket.
can do what I am.
Aaron.
All right, Graham. Here we go. There it is. There it is.
Damn it!
Now wait, is this a thumbs up?
Well, not on the movie. This is. I just grabbed this quickly. This is a television show overall.
Yes.
I'm a big Bill Bixby fan. I think he has like that sort of. He has that likable, charismatic quality about him that no matter what he's in, you kind of like it. And I just thought his portrayal of Bruce Banner and how they did this whole show was really engaging and a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the show when I was younger, and I'm sure it probably holds up decently. I would think now, at least. I don't know if the Hulk stuff, but the Bruce Banner stuff probably does.
Well, the best thing about the show is when Bill Bixby's eyes, he's got the contacts, and when you see those as a kid, you just go, "Oh yeah, it's coming!" It's coming.
This is when I learned about commercials, though. As a kid, I would go, "When's he going to turn into the Hulk?" My dad says something like at the 15-minute mark and at the whatever mark, because that's when the commercials are on. And like they would do that. They would front load. Well, that was my dad, but
just don't make him angry because you wouldn't like him.
You won't like him when he's angry. I'll tell you though, one of the things about this show that also gave me, because this and Wonder Woman were on around the same time, Dukes of Hazzard, that sort of thing. The soundtrack to this, whenever he would be on the road again.
Yes.
Leaving wherever, that piano, man, it made me feel so sad.
So sad.
Yeah.
Well, this was basically The Fugitive.
It
This
was.
The Fugitive that turned into a really bad
It's
Hulk.
like The Fugitive meets Kung Fu.
Yeah.
So my favorite,
from state to state.
My favorite episode, because of just silliness, was when the Hulk met Lou Ferrigno.
What?
He was just playing a bodybuilder in the show. So they did the whole camera flip thing where they had him facing each other, but to show the Hulk size, he was standing on something.
Oh, really?
So he was a good 2 heads taller, or at least a head taller than Lou. And it was so funny because obviously they couldn't show the feet because he was standing on something, but you could see where his knees were, and you're like, yeah, he's got really long lower legs.
Telepathic Bunny comic says that piano piece is called The Lonely Man. That makes sense.
Look it up.
Same here. I love that.
It's gonna make me cry, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. They ended every episode that way. It's like, come on, go out on a high note once, would you? Jesus.
No, it was, you had to feel sad for him, but you had to be there next week for the next adventure.
That's right.
Maybe then he would finally find a cure and be free.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, found it. There it is.
And the best is when he teams up with Thor.
Oh my!
And Daredevil.
Thor and Daredevil.
That wasn't the best.
I was being cynical or sarcastic.
I know.
Thor and Daredevil.
Aw.
There it is. There you go.
Don't cry, guys. Don't cry.
Oh.
As much as I dislike Lou Ferrigno's Hulk because I hated the prosthetics and all that.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
hair,
still better
dude.
than Soy Boy Ruffalo Hulk.
Oh fuck.
Oh
that.
God.
I just dislike Lou Ferrigno for reasons I'm not
Well,
going
you have,
We
you
know.
have
Yeah.
personal reasons to not like him.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
I like the green
Branded
shoes that he
Tom.
wore when he ran.
No, but hey, you guys, I did
Yeah.
preface that I liked the Bill Bixby parts.
Right.
You know, the cheesy Hulk stuff was, but I did like actually the character stuff with Banner and Bill Bixby. So
Well, Bixby sold it for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Aaron's a big fan of the Spider-Man Peter Parker TV show too. You know,
that
Nicholas
was when I
Hammond.
was a kid.
He loves
Who-
Nicholas Hammond, but
Who
was the
didn't like
guy-
Spider-Man.
Who was the guy that was always like up his ass? The
What?
reporter guy,
Mr. McGee.
Oh,
Mr. McGee.
Oh yeah,
that's
Mr.
it.
McGee.
yeah,
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
yeah. Will
Okay,
$2
he looked like
get
a
you
little-
to tell the
yeah.
story, Art?
Okay, I'll tell the $2 version of
All
the
right.
story, Bob. Okay.
I don't like him.
I just don't like him. End story.
What?
So
$2.
it's Wizard World. We're doing promo for the convention. So Wizard, I had a deal where they paid me to do the shows and stuff like that. So I did this tour with them. And so it was Good Morning Austin. I went in to do the show, and
The werewolf.
the werewolf. And
Larry
so
Talbot.
Lou and I are going to do this segment on this Good Morning Austin, and so we're both riding in a limo to the studio. We do the show, and then Lou, for whatever reason, didn't like that I kind of upstaged him, and I didn't agree with the fact that he said he was the Hulk, and I said, "You're not the Hulk. I mean, you know, that's Lee and Kirby, you know, and it's a comic book. It's you didn't, you know." And so he didn't really dig that too much. So also we picture pirated him with the because he charges for everything. So then he just took off while I was getting my stuff together because I had a bunch of artwork and everything that I showed on the show there. And so I turn around, he's gone. I go outside, the limo's gone. My ride is gone. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. My ride's gone. And so I'm in the middle of Austin. I don't know where the hell I am. I have no ride. It's freezing cold outside. And so I have to walk around the secure building, knock on the door. I'm going in front of the camera like, "Hey, I was just on your show. Can you let me back in?"
Oh, you're on the camera in the back.
I didn't have a phone. And so they let me back in. I called Wizard World, and they sent me back a limo. It was the same driver. And he said, "I'm so sorry. It's all my fault." I said, "It's not your fault." I said, "This is how it went down, right?" He got in the limo and told you to drive, right? He goes, "Yes." I said, "It's Lou Ferrigno's fault." That's my Lou Ferrigno story. If you want more detail, it's all laid out on my YouTube channel. So go check it out.
Yeah, don't make
Oh, I
Art
thought you were going
angry.
to say if you wanted more, it's a $50 super chat.
That's right.
That's
You got
the
a pimp
whole
this
story.
That you have to hold off and not give it to Graham, but next time I go live.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'll make
I'll
one
tell
up
the
for
story for
$50.
$25. I know all the details. So
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I'll tell for
Let me say the
15.
story before- You can tell it.
sold. Tell that story.
As soon as this show's over, I'll go live and tell the story for 15.
Oh, God.
I'll
You
do it
guys
for
are the
12.
worst.
We're all going to rush to our channels and go live and see who will pay us to tell the Art story.
We should
It'd be
do
funny
the
if
story
Art,
together.
if Art didn't get paid for it.
Yeah, Art will be the only guy who doesn't get any money for his
Yeah.
story.
Oh, Lou paid me for the story. Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
What a
All
jerk.
right, Billy.
Let me share it. As he had
I hate to wake you up, but
I
no,
know.
no. I'm trying to find big like I have Bling on instead of Google, and I can't see how it makes you able to enlarge an image. So that's
Oh,
how
I
I'm
thought
trying
you
to
meant
find
you
a
had
high
bling
res.
on like you have jewelry.
You can share it
do
now.
this on your if you're on a trackpad, you do that.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm on this PC. Okay, if you want to share my screen.
yeah.
Only Art delivers the
I
end.
mean, come on, right? I
Yeah.
love this movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is a joy.
Yep, I love everything about it. I wish maybe a little more action, maybe. I don't know.
It
But I
still
think-
holds up.
Yes, it
Mhm.
does. Perfectly cast.
She would have made a
holds up.
great Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, Dave Stevens told me that Jennifer Connelly would have loved to have played the Betty character. as Betty Page, like more revealing and all that stuff.
Mhm.
She's like a wild,
Well,
Yeah.
she had the bod for it before she
Oh,
got
yeah.
her boob reduction.
way bigger than Betty, way bigger than, like more Zoptic than Betty Page was.
Wait, did
Um,
Aaron, back up a second. She had a boob job?
She had her boobs reduced because she felt people would think she was a bimbo, so she wanted to be taken as a serious actress. So she had a breast reduction.
Really?
Yeah.
Not kidding.
Wow.
Well, I've never told anyone, but it's why I had a penis reduction. Didn't want people thinking I was a porn star all the time.
Up to that point, Andy's just showing everybody his penis.
Man, I'm, that's why I stopped going to the gym. I walk out of the shower, it's down to my knee. Guys are like, dude, are you a porn star? I'm like, I can't take it. Doctor, take about 6 off.
That Billy Campbell's a good guy.
Do you know Christy Canyon?
Yeah, Billy
Exactly.
coming on the Pop XP. He's agreed to come on.
Well, hey, have me on that show, dude.
Sure, bro.
No, I met him.
Wait a minute, who's
him.
coming on?
Billy Campbell, the Rocketeer.
Oh, I talked
First
to him at a
time-
show once. He's a nice guy.
Really
He's
nice guy.
super nice. First time I ever met him, I was with Liefeld. We were watching. It was at the Rose Bowl. It was supposed to be the Eagles' last. Sorry, not the Eagles. It's supposed to be Eagles' last concert. It was the Hell Freezes Over tour, and I bump into this guy. He's got a mustache though, and I'm like, "Yo, dude, Bill, you're Billy Campbell." And we ended up chatting up. Turned out he was a comic book fan and really cool guy. Really.
Look what Andy did to the chat. Andy started
know.
talking
You got a
porn,
porn
and we get the
bot.
porn bots.
Now you get the porn.
Wow, that's
Oh,
incredible.
Jeez.
All I have to say is career
some
opportunities.
bots,
You know what I'm saying?
You
Yeah,
got
but
any
I
wrenches that can
Jennifer
take care
Connelly-
of that for you, Graham?
Yeah, any wrenches out there?
They got some wrenches. Come on, wrenches. Let's delete this stuff for goodness sakes.
Let's clean this show up.
Thanks, Andy.
Man, Art talks about blowing fatties every week. Nothing happens.
No.
I talk about real manlyhood stories, and this happens.
Yeah,
But,
well, you used the proper term. You used the word panas.
Oh, I did. That's right.
You did.
Well, getting to this movie, I think this movie is actually better than the comic. I think they improved on it. And in every way, I think the Rocket is awesome. Of course, Jennifer Connelly. I thought Timothy Dalton was a great.
He was great as a villain.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the big guy, the big,
Yeah. With
face
the
guy.
mouth.
Rondo
he-
Hatton. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked really good
Lothar.
versus the he didn't look like a prosthetic versus what I was saying earlier about Dick Tracy.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the guy who played Howard Hughes did a great job.
Yeah, remember that when he jumps up? Remember he's escaping and he jumps on this the what goose? The spruce goose, and he flies
Yeah.
off. And he goes, "The son of a bitch will fly."
That's right. Yeah.
And then any movie with Alan Arkin in it is
Amen.
gem.
I love
Holy
him too.
Shit, man, he is so good in that movie. There's two things that I think are outstanding. One is when they chain the backpack. They have that statue or whatever it is, and they put the backpack on him, and then they hammer the spike into the field.
Yes.
It's such a guy thing to do, man. It's so guy, like you just do stupid shit, right? And then the other one was when the mobsters like go, we might be mobsters or whatever, but we're still Americans.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
American.
And I love that last shot when Paul Sorvino looks up and the Rocketeer is up there by the flag and he takes off and he goes, "Go get him, kid."
Yeah. Right? Yep.
That is so awesome.
I remember the scene before when Paul Sorvino and what's his name? The guy who plays the FBI agent. Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, Ed Lauder?
What's his name?
Ed Lauder?
Yes, Ed Lauder.
Yeah.
You know where
Remember
he's
they're
from,
shooting
Billy?
the Tommy guns next to each other. They just look at each other and like wink or smile, and then he keeps shooting at Nazis.
You know
You know,
where Ed
they're like-
Lauder's from, Billy?
What?
You know where Ed Lauder's from?
I do not.
Long Beach.
Shut the front door.
Yeah. My dad was Ed Lauder's captain for the lifeguards. My dad was
Oh,
a
wow.
lifeguard captain, and Ed Lauder was under him.
Nice guy, but like I said, I love this movie.
It's great.
Yeah, it really is.
It's perfection. It's the same director that did the first Captain America, right?
Joe Johnson,
Yeah,
one
Joe
of
Johnson, yeah.
ILM guys.
Yeah, did
Yeah,
Joe
the,
Johnson do
Star Wars
October?
guy.
He did a lot of great. Right? Did he do October Sky too? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, Shelley Lepresti, thank you
Hey,
for that
Shelley
$5
Lepresti.
super chat. Congrats on closing your campaign. You can feel the testosterone increasing everywhere.
I
It's
think
my
it's
life's
important to
mission,
note
baby.
Shelley had a procedure on her neck today, so she's on pain meds, so she might be a little wasted. I don't know.
Well, in
Oh,
that case,
well,
Shelly, a $50
Keep
super
sending
chat
super
for that.
chat, Shelly.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, honestly, what's the harm of $100 super chat? It goes to a good cause.
She wants to hear Art's tale. She'll pay the 50. I better not say that. She might.
Yeah, she'll give the discounted version to Andy.
Just a great picture. Great picture.
It is a really good film, man. Everything about that film is perfect.
And
The
I have,
architecture,
if you
everything
remember,
works, all
we
the
did this,
special
I
effects.
have one of the helmets from
How cool is that?
original molds. I got it at Comic-Con in 1994, I think.
You got to get that
Man.
thing painted up.
What's that?
I wish I had one of those. I draw it
I
in any
know, I
angle, man.
Yeah, Stefan Roux said he wants to do it as long as he gets a copy. So I kind of like it. Like, I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, we drew the Rocketeer once. Remember, we had that on my
We did.
show. That was a fun
Yeah.
show.
So that was Disney actually doing a comic book.
Try to move, Graham.
Good.
Graham is frozen on the
Yeah,
screen.
Graham is frozen.
Oh, can
He's
you hear
on
me?
his own.
We
He's
can hear
hosting
you.
and he's frozen
Yeah.
up, man.
Turn your camera off. Turn it back on, maybe.
There, Art, stand up into the shot, and you guys would be one guy.
Oh, damn it! There you go. That's what Graham looks like before working out.
Oh shit!
Wrong scale. I should have moved back. Oh, look, he froze.
Graham's frozen again. Nope, now he's not.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good now. Okay.
It only appears to be warm where he's at, but it's ice cold. It's like the thing. He's in the Arctic.
Yeah, I just poured my whiskey onto my computer keyboard,
Oh, that'll do it.
just like McCready.
That ought to help.
All right, so Dan, what do you want to do?
Well, I was gonna say Howard the Duck, but I changed my mind.
You weren't supposed to go out
Was
on
that
a
supposed to
low
be a
note.
guilty pleasure or bad?
No, I'm kidding. I mean, he did one of my crushes. He's a duck. I mean, the duck scored. You know?
That movie was horrible.
It had, what is her name? Leah Thompson?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's,
yeah.
she's
She was
great.
cute
I
then.
work with her every now and then. She's directing TV.
Oh, cool.
Directed some Stargirl episodes, a lot of other good stuff. Really, really nice gal. My pick for another one that I felt was a fun translation was none other than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 1990.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah, if you want to, there we go. They felt like they were alive. They felt, they put martial artists in the suits. They designed the suits for stunts. The guy who directed it, of course, directed Michael Jackson's Billie Jean video, music video director. Thing was well lit. It definitely had the tone of the cartoon mixed with the comic itself, and the voices were cool too. You got Corey Feldman as a voice, and Ernie Chan, not Ernie Chan. What's his name? The little karate dude.
Jackie Chan.
No, not Jackie Chan. Ernie Reyes Jr. Thank you.
Oh,
thank you, Brain.
So they were never in the suit. They just did voiceover.
They did voiceover, but all the heads are they're like very complex puppets.
Oh, okay.
But those suits were like super designed so that they could do flips and really emote. And I don't know. I just liked it. Of course, I was 16 or 17. This is right after the Batman movie, so we were all primed up for some more superhero stuff. This seemed to fit the bill. Mark Simon says Henson did the suit, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, my friend Ben Garant, who's in Reno 911, he plays the guy with the mustache and the glasses.
Yeah.
Great writer. He actually toured as one of the Turtles when they toured, after college or the summer, one of the summers of college. They had a big show, a traveling show, the Ninja Turtles show, and he was one of them.
It was great,
Wow.
and again, one of the things we didn't talk about too much. I think Graham touched upon it a little bit. twice, in fact, was the soundtracks that came with a lot of these movies. John Williams' score, of course, really enhanced the 78 Donner film of Superman. Prince's soundtrack for Batman was great, but the Turtles had a really fun soundtrack too. A lot of good rap music. Second one had the Vanilla Ice song called Ninja Rap. Anyway, guilty pleasure. A lot of fun. I love this movie.
Nice.
I like how you guys are all quiet. You're like, yeah, Dan.
No, it's good. I
I've
don't,
never
you know,
seen it. So
I've seen it a long time
I
ago.
never saw it, but that picture, I really like the there's a lot of emotion on the faces in that one clip. That one picture.
Well, they move well too. That's what I'm saying. It's not like that Captain America still from earlier. These things, when they moved and the way it was lit, they were very believable.
Well, they were doing all kinds of acrobatics. They're flipping around and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time I see those, like the picture, like it just takes me back to the late 80s when they had the, like you said, the Batman craze was going on in comics. I was in LA at the time, so I was going to the Golden Apple comic book store there on Melrose, and they had all the, the black and white boom was in full force with Ninja Turtles and the Tick and Lone Wolf and Cub and all these different
Forrest
books.
the Bear.
It makes me feel young again.
Oh.
So Andy, you going out angry or?
I'm going out guilty pleasure.
Oh yeah.
And I'm ready to take the heat. Go ahead and share the screen.
And this time, I promise not to cut you off. Sorry about that last time. Porn bots in the house, by the way.
Again. Andy comes on, and the porn bots come back.
Yeah, hear his voice. They want some of that shortened dong. They
do.
Well, they did call him Spud when it remember?
That's right.
Your nickname was Spud.
Okay, Stat, go get it. Stat Zero wiped him out last time.
Good man.
All right, you can share it. It's guilty pleasure time.
All right.
I'm ready for the heat.
Andy.
I'm a huge Green Lantern fan. I love Ryan Reynolds. I thought the suit looked cool. They just effed up the villain, but I'm a huge Green Lantern fan.
I'm not going to co-sign this at all.
What's that?
I'm not co-signing this.
Oh
yeah, I'm with you, Dan.
Oh,
so bad.
I'll watch it when it comes on. I own it. It's. I've got
Graham.
I've got the toys. I've got the little statues. I've got the ring.
Hey, Graham, cut to my face. Just give me full screen.
Oh,
okay. Let me get rid of this. Okay. You want full screen?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Oh no.
Andy, what are you thinking?
Holy shit.
Slap it out of you, man. That's enough.
Oh, and he turns it off.
Wow.
Hey, I can throw myself under the bus. It's a guilty pleasure. So
no, I have to agree.
What were you thinking?
Why?
The costume kind of works for me. I kind of like the pulsating power through the suit.
Yeah.
I thought some of it worked, but the story and everything.
Blake Lively looked good in that movie, though.
I don't know. Graham looks like his head's about to explode.
Bob Gable's back out again for $4.99. What did you think of Watership Down?
I love that movie. That is a great movie. Yeah.
The old cartoon? Yeah.
With the rabbits.
Yeah, with the rabbits, yeah.
Anti-commie film. Love it.
Sorry, Andy.
It's okay. Hey, we all have our guilty pleasure.
I just slapped Andy around on a live stream.
I thought, remember that guy, Casper Van Dien?
Yeah.
Starship Troopers? I thought he would have been a good Green Lantern.
If only he could act.
And was tall.
Oh,
he's not tall.
Oh yeah.
He's tall. I met him a couple of times. He's 5'11", I'd say.
No way.
Yeah.
He definitely has the look.
He played Tarzan on a TV show.
Did he really?
We won't hold that against him. Oh, yes, we will.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna have to go full screen and slap Andy around again.
I didn't say I like that. I've just said he did.
You think it, Andy?
Damn it!
Then he's out.
Enough
out.
said. Enough said. Excelsior.
All right, Art, you're up.
Oh shit!
Andy,
Now
do you
Andy's
want
gonna
full
turn.
screen?
Now Andy's gonna.
No,
turn
no, I'm good.
at me.
All right.
Okay, are we? Did Graham just ask Andy if he has any more to add?
If I
No,
wanted
no,
full
I asked
screen.
if you wanted full screen.
Full screen. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Let me screen share. And this is actually a pleasure. I was always a fan. You have to click on it, Graham. Of
I
the
know
Charles.
how to do it. I was waiting for your intro.
I'm sorry. The Charles Adams stuff. Just a big fan of the comic strip, and I just love the first two movies. I thought the cast was great. The art direction was amazing, and it's just a fantastic movie.
Don't forget the MC Hammer song.
Yeah, it's got the Hammer song in there. Yeah,
Do what they
they
want.
do what they want.
They
They do
want to
what they
say.
want. The Addams Family.
See, this is the kind of stuff Tim Burton should be directing, not Batman. I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely. He tried. Tim Burton tried to do what was that? It was like
Dark Shadows.
Yeah, Dark Shadows. Oh my gosh, what a
Oh.
cluster F that was.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Thank you, Randy Howe, for that $5 Canadian super chat.
But
Not one
Raw-
MCU movie so far. Good job, gentlemen.
Yeah,
These-
Angelica
Yeah.
Houston, man.
Yeah, these two as the leads, just fantastic. Raul Julia.
Hey,
Yeah.
and Jimmy Workman as Pugsley does the work of his career.
You get an award just for knowing who that guy is.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
know
even
who
know
that
who it
guy
was.
is. I know who that guy is because he used to hang out at my barbecues. He was one of my buddy Josh, one of his best friends. They went to school together. So that's how I know Jimmy Workman.
Christopher Lloyd was awesome in that.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he's great in everything, though. But
Yeah.
I love Christopher Lloyd. What a great character.
Fester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fester, my brother. 25 years in the Bermuda Triangle. And
All right, my guilty pleasure is the one that started it all for me. This is the one that got me a career and got me into comics. It's the one. It's the only Adam West
66.
Batman.
Oh,
Yeah, there it
Yeah,
is.
And
man.
look at him. He is Batman. He doesn't have
Who
to
was
say
talking
I'm
shit on this
Batman.
earlier, guys?
Huh?
I
Raise
was.
your hand. Raise your hand to Graham, who talked shit on this. It was Andy.
You know what's weird about that?
I
It's like-
enjoyed it. Look, I watched it. Well, I watched the reruns, obviously. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
just move the bat symbol up onto the
I
chest.
know.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Just
Yeah.
2 inches.
It's all right. It's all right. He killed it. Did you ever see the test footage of what's his name, Wagner? Not Robert.
Lyle
Wagner.
Wagner.
Lyle Wagner.
Yes, and yeah, I think you're the one who told us about that. That
Yeah, I
documentary.
might have. But you could see. I mean, Lyle Wagner looks great. He's got the cowl on, and I think he's actually wearing the actual costume from the serials. Because they hadn't developed this one yet. Because you could see the bat had that kind of didn't have the yellow circle, and he's fine in it. He's just very wooden and plastic. He's got no real energy to him. And Burt Ward is the actor with him, so it wasn't him. And then you see the two of them together, and you see Adam West just killing it.
There's just chemistry between the two. Yeah.
He and Shatner went to the same acting school, right?
Hey, they were Shatner and him were in a pilot for a television show that never got picked up on.
Because it was unwatchable.
No. It was actually it wasn't great, but it was Alexander the Great. So Kirk was Alexander the Great, and Adam West was his right hand man in it, and
I didn't know
John
Adam West was in
Cassavetes
that.
was in it of all people as
Who?
the bad guy. John
Who?
Cassavetes.
Oh,
in this
wow, I
pilot.
didn't see that.
He's a
Check
good
it out on
director.
YouTube. It's like Alexander the Great, Shatner put that in the
Yeah, yeah.
pilot will come up.
It was a 2-hour pilot with 18
Yeah.
minutes of dialogue.
Yeah, okay. And then, but
Listen,
they didn't show
here.
it. They killed it, and actually showed it. I think after Shatner became somebody on Star Trek, they used it as a movie of the week or something.
Did they really?
Huh.
Yeah,
That's interesting. I'd like to see that.
yeah.
I've seen pictures of it because Shatner, got into really good shape for that because he had to wear the tunic and all that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I got to tell you, Graham, I loved this show as a kid. I tried to watch it as an adult,
Mhm.
and I thought it went from being clever and campy to just corny and bad.
Well, yeah. By the third
Sorry.
season,
I
it
get-
had lost its charm for sure.
Nostalgia gets in the way for me. I can't not like it.
Yeah.
Like it makes me feel a certain way when I watch it. It's like you
Hey, I
kinda
see
throw
that
out-
episode where Robin gets eaten by the giant clam.
Yeah, I know
And
that was my
it
favorite one.
still scares me. I mean, I
Yeah.
watch that and I'm like, oh my god! You see Robin's foot sticking out. And
Yeah, the clown.
Oh my god! And then Batman breaks the chains and opens it up. That scared the crap out of me as a little boy.
I'll tell you what scared the crap out of me was seeing that shit in high res and noticing that Cesar Romero had makeup over a
mustache.
mustache.
Yeah, I know.
He wouldn't
Holy
shave
God,
it.
man!
I know. Well, get somebody else then to be the Joker.
You know what? That
Jesus.
makes it that much more bizarre.
It's really bizarre.
I guess, yeah.
It's perfect for the character.
Oh my gosh! Look at this justification Graham's trying to make this show like. No.
Hey,
it's-
here's
It
something else I'll
is.
throw at you. You
Okay.
take Cesar Romero's dialogue and performances, right?
Mhm.
And you screen capture that and you stick that into any other Batman movie, and he's terrifying.
No, it's probably right.
He's that good.
I'll give you that. He
Yeah.
was maniacal, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So without the canned laughter and the pow poom,
And, hey,
all the camp,
And
There was
Burgess
no
Meredith.
in Batman.
Hey, my
Burgess
favorite
Meredith.
episode was with Vincent Price when he was Egghead and he hatched
Oh.
that dinosaur. That was my favorite episode as a kid.
They're all stars. Frank Gorshin is the Riddler.
Yep.
Oh
Like,
yeah, the cast
these
was
were-
great.
Burgess Meredith
Yep.
Yeah. Julie Newmar, come on.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Eartha Kitt.
Yes.
Nah,
Oh,
forget
come
that.
on,
I'll
Yvonne
take 'em
Craig.
both. I'll take them both.
Batgirl
we're
was
getting the
created
third
for
season
the
garbage.
show, right? Batgirl didn't exist prior.
Is
to
that right?
I think
No,
so.
no, she did.
No, yeah.
Yeah, Batgirl came out in the comics first.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I saw a documentary on Burt Ward though, and it's interesting that he's not an actor. It's because he never really worked after that show, but he kind of just won them over because he was an acrobat and he fought. He studied karate and fighting and grappling and things like that. And so he went for the audition. Somehow he wormed his way into the audition, and they kind of were intrigued by him. And so they said, come back tomorrow and show us some of the things that you say you can do. So he brought a sparring partner, he brought a mat, and they actually did some of the grappling, and they did some of the throws and some of the kicks and all that other stuff. And they said, you're Robin. So that's one of those. I don't think these things can happen anymore. That's just like ground level, getting in there, winning people over, showing them that you're the real deal. And, not necessarily having the best agent, not necessarily having the best resume, just actually just showing up and proving that you're the right person for the job. I think that I love that story. And I don't know if anybody that could have done that character better in that show. I mean, he was perfect.
Didn't Harrison Ford, didn't he get his break because he was Lucas's weed dealer?
Was that it?
Yeah, no,
you serious?
I'm not playing around. No, he was like a carpenter, and he
Yeah, I knew he was a carpenter.
He was the hookup guy for the weed for Spielberg and Lucas. Like that's
And
how
he was,
they.
and he was the stand-in. He was the stand-in who would read with the cast as they came in, and then like the legend has it with Star Wars is that they just went, well, he's the best one.
He's better than this
all these
walking
other
guy.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah, he'd already been in American Graffiti with Lucas.
that was like not even really a lead role in.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, he guest starred on Dan August with Burt Reynolds back in
There you go.
1971.
There you go.
There's a door at the entrance to Paramount Studios. I believe that's where it is, or one of the executives' offices. But this door and this frame that still there that Harrison Ford built.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah. When
So
he
he
was
was
a
good.
carpenter.
He was good at the job.
Yeah, he was a good carpenter. They said.
Yeah.
And apparently,
Yeah,
he's the
Burt
right
Ward.
for
Wasn't
George.
Burt Ward a professional skater too?
I don't know,
Ice
but
skater?
they said that, and I don't know. Like I've heard like pros and cons on this. That he actually did spar with Bruce Lee in the day. I mean, this was even before the Batman '66. They both went to the same gym, and
No, I think he didn't. Wasn't Bruce Lee his teacher for a while?
it was something. Yeah, there's some kind of
Hey.
connection between the two. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So then there was the Bruce Lee, there was the Batman, Green Hornet, and Kato crossover. And so I think somebody said the script said something like Robin wins the fight between him and Kato. And then the day of the shoot, Bruce Lee said, absolutely not. There's no way I'm going to lose to this guy. And then Burt Ward was like, oh, shit. And he said Bruce Lee played it up all the way like towards like just before shooting. And then he just went, I'm just kidding. I'll shoot. But Burt Ward was like shitting bricks, man. He was like, what the hell is this guy going to do? You know, is he just going to kick the shit out of me on screen, you know, on camera?
That's cool.
I met the guy who played Van Williams, who played the Green Hornet at a con, and he was a California State Trooper too.
Yeah.
At that point, you know, I think, but I shook his hand, and man, that guy had a fucking death grip.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Yeah,
he
Bo
had
said he's
he
a
was
cowboy,
cool.
right, and all this stuff too. He rides horses, got a ranch, and
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he was a good looking guy in his youth, you know, but he was a strong dude.
You could kind of tell the way he threw a punch and stuff on the show that like he knew how to do that. It
Yeah.
wasn't,
You can always tell actors that have never been in a fight.
Yeah. You can tell he was. He had punched and been punched a few
Yeah,
times.
exactly.
Well, that's the same
Amazing
thing when
guy.
actors try to be athletic. You know, they play an athletic role, and you're like, that dude can't even run. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you
Yeah,
just like,
Ezra Miller in the Flash.
Ezra Miller is the Flash. Yeah.
oh, God,
Seth Rogen is the Green Hornet.
How dare you?
Yeah.
good Lord.
Andy's going to bring back the porn bots if he keeps talking like that.
What?
Maybe.
No.
Okay, we'll see.
All right, guys, we're closing in on the 2-hour mark. I think we'll wrap this up. I've got some bourbon calling me upstairs, so
That's what that was. You turned and you're like, hey.
I got homemade key lime pie calling my name.
Yeah. Sitting in the bathtub
Actually,
waiting to fish it out.
I was hearing a noise. I think there's a stink bug up in the light area. You know, it's banging around.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
We have our own stink bug. His name is Andy First.
You son of a.
Here we go. Round 2.
Give me full screen.
So next week, gentlemen, who has campaigns that are up right now that they want to talk about?
I don't think any of us have a live campaign, do we?
Oh,
No,
I'm
mine's
live,
still
baby. I'm electric. I'm still alive.
mine's still
You're
open.
still live,
I'm
Aaron?
still working.
Yeah,
Mine's
the
still
printer. I just heard from the printer today, and they're like, "Oh, our bindery machine broke down. It's going to be another 2 days." And I'm like,
Oh,
"So now they were supposed to ship out today. Now supposedly they're shipping out Thursday. Hopefully it's just 2 days, and that's it." So I'm kind of keeping it open until I get the books, and then I'm going to close it. So within a
Okay.
week, it's going to be closed, but you can still back Wraith of God. And hey, I'm not sitting idly by. Can I have full screen for a second, real quick,
Yes,
Graham?
sir. Of course.
Oh, this piece.
Yeah,
Art,
this is,
Oh, this is a new one.
Okay, no.
This is the
What's the
new
new
one.
one?
I
This
love
is my,
this.
This is the
It's
Tales
so
of Suspense
great.
version of this is cover B option to the next campaign. So you guys saw the wraparound cover, which was cover A. This will be the cover B option, which is a throwback to about 1966 Tales of Suspense Marvel covers.
I
I
love
like
it.
how you even hand drew the logos.
Yep, I'm not. I was thinking about the one up top here, hand doing it, but I think I may drop it in because it's. I want to use the Wraith of God logo the way it is, and I handing it'll get a little off. So I may just drop it in
Yeah.
in Photoshop after I color this. But you know, you're going to have up here, you're going to have Empire Comics Group, and then #1 in the month, and then of course the fake Comics Code Authority seal up here. So yeah, it'll be fun, and I'll have something written in this banner down here, like, you know, double the action or something crazy like that. But anyway, so yeah, so that's what I'm working on. But yeah, the Wraith of God is still alive for about another week. So if you want to get in on that, there's still time.
I love that cover.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent.
I knew you would, Andy. You're a vintage
No,
guy.
I'm like the wraparound. I was like, that's awesome. I got to get that one. Then I saw that. I'm like, damn it, I might have to get both.
That should be the featured perk, man. Featured
Yeah.
perk.
Hey, Randy Howell, thanks again. Another $2 Canadian super chat.
Yeah, what is
You
that?
see
I
your
don't know.
boys back in his $1 promotion.
Yeah, I don't understand that. What is that? It was
He
something-
launched
It
a
was for the
campaign
first
The
20
Jawbreakers, and he's charging $1
for the
for
book.
the first 24 hours.
for the
Yeah,
first
it's done
24
now.
hours,
But his
and
entire
$5 for all U.S. shipping.
yeah, and a bunch of his stuff that's unavailable is available as add-ons, like Rock and Roll Ninja and $4.99, the other books.
Mhm.
I mean, he's doing great, doing great.
Yeah. Hey, Bob Gable, thanks for the $4.99 super chat. Have you heard of Rini's printing issues? Is it a problem for CG? Yeah, we've heard about it. Jury's still out about how that's going to get handled, but we're definitely keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it seems like a lot of us are having printing problems, but unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast right now with
Yeah.
the economy and everything that's going on. I don't think it's like CG targeted problems. It may be in Rini's case, I don't know, but in my case, it isn't. It's just, you know, they
Yeah,
are
in your case,
according-
but they didn't screw up your. They screwed up her stuff, and they won't replace it. They won't.
right. That's a different
right.
thing. Yeah.
And they won't refund her money.
Yeah. So and they have a connection to a comic book company that seems to be able to get their books out.
Right.
So there's some shenanigans going on there, and we're going to wait and see how it goes. And if we find out that there's some nonsense, then we'll scorch earth them.
There you go. Yeah, I have.
Don't use mix them. I don't recommend mix them. Don't use them.
Right.
Andy
You
loves
say
them.
that. I've had great results with them, so it just depends.
Yep.
I've used them twice. Great results. I can't complain about them. Timely. I barely had any damaged books. Sorry, Art.
Sick the dog on the camera. Well,
I
yeah,
had no
our-
problem with them.
Boy, Andy's taking a beating tonight.
Yeah.
Well, the lesson here is don't fuck with Art to Bear's money.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
This is the
He's
Art
pissed
to Bear
off.
we get.
He's
He's,
just
he's
pissed.
angry today.
I lost $72,000. Thanks, Joe Biden. You ass. fuck.
Yeah, well, you know where that 72,000 went? To this guy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, come on.
Oh!
Stop it. No, thank you.
In that case, I don't mind.
We are. This book is we're less than $1,000 away from hitting our 145 stretch goal, which is a comic mini print. Then we'll have a $150,000 stretch goal, which will probably be our last. Will be our Kenneth Rocafort trading card. But this
Nice.
book is going to the printer on Friday. So we're almost
Awesome.
done with it all. Wrap it up. We
Machine.
did some final edits. I got to give it to Debbie tomorrow for Debbie to look and do her copy edits on the script on the print. Oh, that's messed up. But thank you all for supporting us.
They were.
And
They
then
were.
I move on to the Shi Senryaku Omnibus.
Ooh.
Which
The-
is
Biden was like, "We're just $72,000 shy of $40 billion for Ukraine. Where can we get it?" And then we're like, "I know."
This guy. Fucking Biden.
Art's money got redistributed to Ukrainian oligarchs. If Biden had his way, that's where they would go,
indeed.
right.
because he gets a piece of all that. So,
Yep.
Daniel, anything you'd like to promote?
Just working away on Black Flag, man.
Yep.
Working to get
Great.
it done.
Do you got a due date or an end date or anything like that?
I'm trying to get done by end of summer. I want to get this thing printed and out in the fall.
Fantastic.
The pages I've seen so far, incredible. Yeah. The
Yeah.
work of your
I appreciate it.
It's going to be
Appreciate it.
worth the wait for everybody that's been waiting for that book. It's going to be worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot wait. I can't wait for it to be done so I can do even more.
Right?
Because no, I got stuff in the chamber, like the omnibuses and things, and I want to make sure that this first thing is delivered before I offer anything else. And I've got literally a back chamber of stuff ready to go as soon as that thing's done.
Yes.
So, very excited.
Absolutely.
Well, that's the problem with these printing delays, right? Is we all got other projects we're ready to go with, and we can't do anything until these printers get us our books, and it's just it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah. Infuriating.
It's frustrating.
Now, I've been done for over 2 months. I have been done with this book for over 2 months, and here I sit still waiting for the books to be delivered. So
yeah, that's how Chrono Mechanics Retrofit was. It was absolutely infuriating. It's like, it's done. I actually got the book done early, and then ended up eating up all the time just in the printing.
Yep.
Well, I mean, on the positive side, there's no mean tweets. So
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right.
Andy.
First man shipping now. I got him in house. I just sent out a couple more today. So if you back it today, it goes out tomorrow. So get your first man here. Volume 1 and 2. All ready to go.
Hot, fresh.
Hot and fresh.
Right.
So there you go.
Ain't nothing trimmed off of these.
Get them while they're hot.
Get them while they're hot.
T-Bear?
Yes, I'm going to share. I'm clicking all the proper buttons, hopefully.
There it is.
Here we go. Yeah, this is Black and White Volume 2, Man versus Machine. In a world where law and order is often blurred to gray, justice can only be black and white. 108,563. Thank you guys so much for backing this, supporting this. This is a dream come true. 94 was the original release, so this is a couple years in the making here. So come by. I don't know if the link is in the description, but if it is, click on that link.
It's in the chat. Thanks, Stat Zero.
There it is. Thanks, Stat Zero.
Yeah, thank you. Come by and check it out. We got the Kenneth Roquefort variant. We have the Joe Bennett variant. We have the High Octane Adventure. Also, let me screen share some more. I have some artwork from the High Octane Adventure and the swimsuit.
Ooh, saucy art.
Was it colored now?
Oh, it's not colored yet. So here's the line art. I just wanted to shine some attention on the CG.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. So this is the Diaz brothers pet project right now. So if you haven't heard, it's got all the CG characters in their skimpiest. And so this is Whitney Sung, aka White, in her bathing suit, having a cold White Sung brew. This is Black, who's done all the heavy lifting as far as just keeping the peace with this menacing bot. But I'm sure there's going to be some fun after.
Hey, Art, don't you think White is going to be a little upset with her the leg tan there with those straps on her left leg there?
Oh yeah, she'll have some weird But
yeah, she probably have to take those off. But maybe
you're not good with the strap on.
I'm sorry, what?
You're not good with the weird tan for having her. Aaron. You're not concerned about the weird tan she'll have on her face.
What?
That's their hair could cover that maybe, but the thigh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's so art. It's a beautiful piece.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Well, I wasn't criticizing. I was just making a joke. It's a great piece. I love it.
Freshly
it
shaved.
is. It really is.
Art, while you're at it, lose the top.
I'm a big fan of Art. I have enjoyed Art's work since he was working with Leyendecker back in the day. So it was just.
Wait, when he was hand in paint to Michelangelo for the Sistine Chapel.
Oh,
whoa!
Wait a minute. Hey now. What? Hey.
I'm listening to
That's
Billy.
what we're talking about.
Billy's got some good advice here. Look at this.
Yeah, dude, you better not save that.
The sad part is he's like, oh shit, this isn't another layer. Damn it.
I got it saved. There you go, Billy.
Thank you.
Ah, you gotta draw in some stuff if you know what I mean.
Oh my gosh, here come the porn.
If you know what I mean.
All right, and then here is the high octane. This is just in from Pedro Eng, CG's
dope.
own. So this is the animated adventures, and
That's
this
cool.
is coming out great, man.
Dude, it is.
That's nice.
Yeah, he's so much fun. He's got Tropical Magics right now that's in demand. He's CG's own. I think this is his first comic book work ever. He's an animator by trade. And then I just got this in from Stefani Renee.
Ooh.
So this is
Yeah.
20.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those colors. Those are nice.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So Stefani is a badass mofo.
That's real nice.
So we got this. Billy, should I?
No,
what are you doing?
She eating some mayonnaise? What's going on?
You.
Oh my goodness! Now here comes
She's
the boss.
eating some mayonnaise.
Oh,
No, that's what the screen looks like after art's done.
What's
stop
happened to
it.
our show?
I'll draw
What's
those in later
happened?
for you, Billy.
Wow.
Are we not men? For goodness sake.
Are we not men?
I defaced my art for Billy Tucci.
Thank you.
Oh,
Nice.
No. Thank you.
Well, guys, my campaign closed last week. Giant Size Two Fisted Manly Tales. They said it couldn't be done. They said you couldn't sell a anthology book, and 1,495 backers were proved you wrong. We closed out at 137,796, and there was another 4 or close to 5,000 from Kickstarter. So it ended up at what 143,000. So
nice.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
really,
Graham. Good
really
job,
solid
man.
campaign, and I can't thank all of you enough. The next one out of the gate is the Ghosts of Matacumba Key.
Yeah.
And before that launches, there might be. I'm trying to figure out which one's going to actually launch next, but it might be the Shanu plushie toy.
Ooh,
So
I
that
want some
could
of
be
that.
next. It could be in between the two books.
Now, will it have
Do
blood
you have
splatter?
that artwork? Do you have that artwork that you showed? Can you show that of the new project?
For Matacumba Key?
Yeah, I can't say that word.
Yeah.
Matacumba Key.
Matacumba
Yeah.
Key.
I was
can
like, it
grab
has
it
more
really
than 2
quick.
syllables. I'm out.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Mata, I'm out.
Kumbaya Key.
It's that ghost book.
It's that damn ghost book.
Kumbaya, my key. Where are the ghosts?
There we go.
Kumbaya.
There it is.
Yes!
There it is.
There you go.
Yes.
Now, Graham Nolan, have you ever been to the real Matacumba Key?
I have.
Mm.
I have. There's a beautiful memorial to the hurricane victims of the Labor Day hurricane of 1935, which is a plot point that the story revolves around. That's what these hurricane, you can see the color. That's a hurricane map behind them. It's spinning. And it's a beautiful memorial to them, made of.
You know who could save them all from that hurricane? Clark Kent.
He could.
He'd
but
let
he
them all
won't.
die.
He'd let them all
The man
die
of
to
the
save
field
his
Clark Kent
secret.
would let them die.
Yep.
But you know who could save them? Jonathan Kent.
Yeah.
He'd save
That's,
them.
that was Jonathan Cunt.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Here's the bots again. Here they come. Horn bots. Horn bots. Horn bots.
Oh, lordy lord, people.
You know, I got to tell you something, if I may, real quick. I know we're over time, but Aaron, you have a very interesting thing that you've been done with this book for 2 months. Art, you too, the same thing that you guys have been done working on these books. I'm done with my book. It's now going to the printer on Friday. They say 12 weeks. We're hoping to push it up more. I sent the covers about 3 weeks ago. You know, Ethan's done it. A few people have done it. What do you think of the possibilities of launching a campaign before fulfilling another one completely? Or do you think it's a recipe for disaster? What do you think?
I
It
wouldn't take
depends.
the chance. I mean, especially me. I haven't fulfilled anything yet, so it'd be really
That's
risky
what-
for me.
that-
Not,
oh, you
not
fulfill
so
us.
much for you.
You fulfill
Yeah,
us.
you have a reputation of delivering. Graham has a reputation of delivering. Like, it's all about your reliability and reputation. So with you, I wouldn't really worry about it. You always deliver.
Yeah.
Right, and I think
your backers know that the
I'm
only
gonna do
reason
it-
that's preventing you from fulfilling is supply chain shortage
Yeah.
or issues. They know it's in the process. It's just a question of them getting it done into you
Yeah.
before they can get it themselves.
Right.
I
And Graham,
don't see a problem with that.
and Graham, you don't do digital, right? But we do. And you think
I
that
did do digital. I
you did?
for 2 campaigns I did, but not for Two-Fisted Manly Tales.
Okay, because I wonder if you released, everyone gets their digital editions. Everyone gets a lot of their stuff. I don't know. It's so frustrating. You guys know,
Like,
right? You
for
see
me,
it there.
what I'm going to do is do a second chance, and so the books are already done, or I mean, at least the book itself is done. So story, pencils, inks, colors, everything's done. So then I do a second chance, and I can still run my in demand, but do a second chance because that book is done. You know what I mean? So I can start fulfilling that campaign ASAP. So one of the things my wife and I are talking about right now is doing a Chrono 2 retrofit second chance campaign with something new added. And I'm talking to Pedro Ang about doing maybe a short story or something like that I can add to the campaign so I can have something new for the campaign. And so I think if it's a second chance or something like that, if the book's already done, I don't see it as being a problem.
Yeah, this is a very interesting conversation.
And as Bob Gable said here, as long as backers get it first.
Right.
Yeah, we're exclusively for our backers anyway.
Yeah.
We have a meeting with Diamond in San Diego, but I mean you're talking stuff that the backers get. The comic book shops will be getting those books a year later, 7-8 months later to a year.
That's no problem. Yeah,
I like going directly to the backers. To be honest with you, that's
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you guys. You guys have really, really changed our lives.
Each and every one of you guys. I mean, this is where it's happening right now. CG and independently producing these comic books. I mean, I am so happy that 3 years ago or maybe longer, I was like, I'm leaving the mainstream.
Yeah. And the thing is too and thank you for being patient too, because like you said, Graham, you got you have over 1,400 backers. That ain't easy. It's gonna take a while to, because we're the ones shipping them all, right? We're the ones sitting there, and popping the bag.
We're doing all our shipping ourselves.
Yep. I'm flying Soloff in and AJ and all my friends. They eat all my food, drink all my booze.
That sounds like a good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what friends do.
All right.
That's right.
All right, guys, we're going to sign off here. Everybody in the chat, thank you for watching our show. Next week, I believe it will be on Aaron's, right?
Wow, is it time for a game show return? It might be.
It
Oh, the game show is back.
It might be.
All right. So
Looking forward to
Aaron's
it.
show, you don't want to miss that.
Coming in hot.
Yeah. So, I'll be at the Garden State Comic-Con this Saturday and Sunday, and hopefully my good friend Mr. Tucci will be there as well.
Bill Tucci's going to be there Saturday only.
Saturday only.
Saturday
And
only. Because it's
Saturday night will be the Hawaiian Whiskey and Cigar Festival.
Absolutely.
I'll be
Lucky
posting about that
jerseys.
tomorrow.
All are welcome. We got to try to get Ethan to come up.
Yeah.
All
Just bring
Morristown,
your
New Jersey.
Hawaiian shirt, your cigars, and we'll
Your
be
own
sharing some booze, and we'll be having a great time. So meet us in the lobby of the hotel.
Bob Gable's asking, where is it?
It's in
Because
Morristown, New Jersey, at the Menon Arena
Right.
in Morristown.
Right.
That is close to Ethan, then that's cool.
Yep. Great
Google
historical
Garden
town.
State Comic Fest, right? That's the
Yep.
name of it, right?
Yeah.
Just
And I'm
Google
doing-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Garden State Comic Fest.
I'm doing a 5-page story for the Comics for Ukraine book, sort of a dream project. So I have to do that, and it's also like a week later after. I'm only doing Saturday and going home early Sunday morning because we fly out to San Diego. Not that Tuesday, but the Tuesday right after that. So it's
Right.
like a little over a week to San Diego, and just too much work, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Too much to get done.
So, okay, guys, have a great night. and we'll hopefully see you soon. Bye-bye now.
Thanks, Graham.
Bye. Thank you.